Would you? Oh, yeah, the roasting, yeah.
Yeah, man, I had roast instead of donut. You know, Sainsbury's donuts with the sprinkles on.
Mm.
I suppose you don't like that, do you? Because it's a cake.
Nope.
Let's do this.
Don't do cake.
Do you... Ashley, do you like Sainsbury's donuts with the sprinkles?
I don't shop in Sainsbury's.
For fuck's sake. Why?
Because there's...
Too poor.
Don't shop in Sainsbury's. Too poor.
I mean, they're too poor, not you're too poor.
Hey?
There's nothing about that. Just we go like Asda, Morrison's and Tesco because they're all near us. We haven't really got a Sainsbury's near us. We've got a little Sainsbury's in Liverpool city centre and that's it.
Surely somewhere like Home and Bargains is more popular
Ashley,
than
guess
Sainsbury's.
what?
Yes.
I packed untradeable Aubameyang earlier.
Nice.
Yeah, Corey, I've packed untradeable Aubameyang. yeah. Just picked him up from a rare players pack. You know, you get the rare player pack for winning X amount of co-op battles. Yeah, mate.
Just like I packed a foot freeze out of
Yep. Yep.
I had 3 foot frees in total in the end.
What?
foot freeze is better.
Doesn't matter, he's untradeable. So it just all matters about the rating when he's untradeable. What'd you say, Ashley?
I packed 3 foot frees in the end.
Did you? I don't think I've got any apart from that one that Corey got me.
I don't have any.
What?
No. I ain't
How
bothered
do you
really.
edit your club details?
I don't know.
Something like Edit Club? Something like that? I don't know.
Yeah, cheers then, Ross.
I don't know.
Where's
So
that?
what
know
is
what
it you're
Ash
trying
is
to do? What are you trying
I
to do?
want to change the name of my team.
What, as in the actual name of your team?
Yeah.
Right, so I think you go into Stadium. Maybe Structure? No, I doubt it. Match Day? No. So you go... Is there like a My FIFA?
I don't know. I'll look into it at some point. It's fine for now.
No, we're going to find out now. We're going to do it now.
Yeah, but then I've got to change everything, and that takes too long. I haven't really thought of a team name yet.
Squad eyes.
Transfer. I'm top of our leaderboards in transfer profit. I've made 1,779,000 coins.
Because you sell everyone.
So,
Absolutely everyone.
Scumbag.
if they don't need to be in my squad, I'm not going to keep them there, am I?
No.
You know what I mean? I'm not paying these fuckers. Stay there.
This is true.
Squad battles?
We're doing squad
Yeah, we're in one.
Oh, squad builders, sorry. Sure, that's why you keep all of them.
I'll
Squad builders.
try and use, well, if I have to, I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, I suppose so, but the majority of that stuff I can do with untradeable
Why has
players.
it done
anyway.
that? When I've changed it.
Oh, Andrew Robertson in an Arsenal kid looks absolutely hideous.
What?
Andrew Robertson in an Arsenal kid looks absolutely hideous.
Is he going to Arsenal?
I doubt
No.
it.
Why are you saying that then?
Because I'm obviously playing against an Andrew Robertson.
Oh,
In a squad
well,
battle.
obviously.
And over comes the corner. Fisted clear. Decent progress with the ball at his feet.
Oh my god, Laporte, mate.
Andrew Robertson. Now Son.
Come on in, we're doing this. I'm just sitting here watching my coin balance go up.
And now with Aubameyang.
353 grand now.
Racing past his man.
Nice.
A real opening now. And he's got it.
Oh,
Even Steven.
Might be able to just do the Michael Owen icon card just by blowing my wad.
Ziyech. Tremendous challenge.
I suppose you do you, Chris.
Throw-ins given.
You do you, boo. I will.
You do you. Indeed. Right.
That's a bit weird.
Let's get started. That's my squad. We're missing Ziyech for a game, unfortunately.
Why are we missing Ziyech, Ashley?
He's got a slight injury. He's injured his arm. He's out for one more match.
Oh, bugger me. Can't you give him,
Steroid.
Nah, it's
Yeah.
alright. We've got Pogba. He'll play.
Pogba's a prick.
Oh,
Wow.
I very much say that is a personal opinion from you, not a generic.
It is.
general
I don't
opinion.
know. To be fair, I'm sure it's a general opinion in a personal opinion in this room. But generally, no, I don't think.
Unless
so.
it comes from Mark Goldbridge, I do not believe.
Hang on. Who on earth is Mark
Who the fuck is
Goldbridge?
Mark Goldbridge?
Mark Goldbridge is a YouTuber on United Stand,
Right.
which
Okay.
is a
so
fan channel for United fans.
Ross. Little
Yes.
nephew. Ross.
If you say Ross one more time, I'm gonna get out.
Ross.
Oh, I'm gonna
Ross.
chuck you in the bin.
Whatever. Ross, listen to me.
Oh my god.
I don't give a fuck about a YouTuber. Anyway, there you go. Corey does the same thing to me. Dad, this YouTuber, I couldn't give a shit. Do you know what Corey said to me the other day? He said, hello, Donny. He said to me the other day that, what are you doing, babe?
Right, sorry, lads.
The manager's trying to get his message across on the touchline. They've just
Are we all still alive?
Unfortunately so.
Sweet, right, let's get going.
I mean, the cell was
Chris, we're
dying
waiting
in
for
our
about
body.
10 minutes, it's fine.
What's that?
Cheers.
What? I've been waiting for you anyway. Let's do this.
Right, okay. What was you saying, Chris?
Oh. I was saying, so Corey, right, is well into his WWE at the moment, right? And rightfully so, he's 10 years old, that's the age that you are into WWE. I'm 36 and still kind of in my WWE, but not like
I
Corey.
used to be, but
Oh, it's something
it's
between
terrible
him
now.
and it's
Well, that's fair
But anyway.
enough. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Anyway, so Corey's well into it. So, comes into me today, or yesterday, I can't remember what that was. For the purpose of the stream, I will say yesterday, came into me and he said, Dad, did you know that this YouTuber is calling the end of the Royal Rumble? For anybody who are wrestling fans out there, the Royal Rumble is Sunday, tonight actually. And Corey has predicted that Edge, one of the greatest performers of all time, is going to return for the second time in 2 years.
He's already announced he's in it.
Thank you for Steph pissing on my chips. Has announced that he is. So Corey believes that Edge is going to return and win the Royal Rumble, but he is going to throw. So he's saying that Christian, his make-believe tag team brother, they're not really brothers. He's saying that he is going to eliminate Christian to win the Royal Rumble.
Oh.
So
I mean,
I've heard that Roman Reigns. Oh, what a finish! We are underway. I've heard Roman Reigns is going to lose the title and then win the Rumble, and then face Drew McIntyre at Mania.
wow, that's a big shout. So who's he going to lose it to?
I can't remember who he's got. KO, Kevin Owens.
Bearing in mind, you're saying you're not a fan here.
I still see it all on Facebook and stuff, so I know what's going on. I just don't
So,
watch it. I might try and
KO.
watch the Rumble.
Kevin Owens is going to beat Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is going to win enter the Royal Rumble and win,
And then
beat.
face Drew McIntyre at Mania.
So a lot of people are now saying that Gilbert is going to do him at Rumble.
Gilbert. Yes, Gilbert.
just saying,
What are you saying?
Roman Reigns will tear through KO
Oh, great challenge. Well in.
because Roman Reigns is the big dog and he doesn't lose to scumbags like KO. Facts.
KO's a fucking legend, mate.
He's an idiot.
can you- No, Roman Reigns does 3 moves. 3 moves.
And what happens?
3.
People go to sleep.
What? But yeah, when you're doing it 9 times each move. Oh, he's done a spear. Oh, he's done another spear.
he's done a
it's the
spear.
17th spear. Do you know what I mean? It's
You
like,
say 3 moves, but you
nah.
only named one of them.
I don't know any others, mate.
He
Superman
does do a
punch.
spear.
Superman punch.
Spear.
93 Superman punches. Spear and ooh. Does that count as a move? And he goes.
It could be worse. You could be Lesnar. Maria Kel, how you doing?
Mate, I'm telling you right now, Roman Reigns is the big
Right,
dog.
Chris?
Okay, man, what you tell me?
1 second, man. I've just got
Man,
to
what
pull
you
the
say?
blind down as the wife is getting ready for sleep time.
Really getting stuck in defensively.
Does that mean you're going downstairs?
Does it mean you have to be really quiet?
No.
Shut up,
No,
wife's
I
in bed.
do what?
I remained in here last night while Creed went to sleep. You were playing something else, so I played by myself.
Ross doing okay? Ross?
What do you mean?
Maria Kel has asked if you're doing okay.
Fine,
Don't
mother.
forget while you're here, like the stream, share the love.
Hi,
See if we
Mum.
can
Hi, Ashley's mum.
get the word of Squad Eyes around the world.
I love Ashley's mum.
It's
Didn't
not.
invite me to her fucking wedding, though, did she?
Oh, shots fired in the chat.
Yeah, shots fired in the chat, mate. Shots fired in the chat. Come on,
Right, let's
Maria.
Maria Kel with the like on the stream. Thank you very much for sharing the love.
Did she share it? Probably not.
I don't know. Can't force it, it's fine. Yeah, go on. Nice.
I mean, I could share it for her, but alright.
What's your finish like? Oh, that's a great pass.
Mate,
Oh,
I'm
no.
losing
It's it.
4-2 on world class here. I don't appreciate
Bye,
it.
babe.
Offside.
Offside.
Tottenham still 1-0 down to Brighton. That's not a good start.
I haven't to any football matches at all this week. I haven't put a bet on this week. I can't be bothered.
We
Football's
encourage
weird.
responsible gambling around here. Remember, when the fun stops, stop.
When you stop winning, stop. It's like, so how can we make how can we make gambling more fun for you? More wins, just more wins all the time. Don't lose.
Inside,
Ever.
Chris? Oh, hello. That's an optimistic
Oh.
pass.
Oh,
Yeah,
mate.
so, Ross, getting back to what we were talking about, how can you compare that fucking moron to the guy
Whoa!
who...
Again, personal
Mate,
opinion,
shut up.
not
Like, he
general.
was getting nowhere and said, oh, I'm going to quit.
What are you talking about? I'm going to quit. Who's going to quit?
Karen, mate, he was literally going nowhere and then he was like, I quit. And then he left.
I don't care about the mood set, like his...
Why, as three fully grown men, are we talking about wrestling still?
Because Chris is dissing the big dog and I won't let it go.
That's pretty much it, yeah. Yeah, Chris is just the big dog.
Did you not pick Roman Reigns?
Hit it.
Who
Go
else?
Cancelo. Oh,
I'll tell you
Don't
what,
pick on
Ross,
Roman
I
Reigns.
like his character at the moment. It's pretty cool, right? But he's still only got 3 moves. And for some
Oh,
reason,
everyone's
that
got
warrants
3
it.
moves.
Who?
Every WWE superstar's
Knock it
always
back
had
in.
3 moves.
oh.
Mate.
I
Kofi
quit.
Kingston,
Why'd you
someone
quit?
like that? Who quit? What?
Why have you quit? What have you done? Quit your job?
Who? What? Who's quit?
Who's quit? Is it because those two won't shut up about wrestling?
Who are you talking about?
Yeah, what are you on about?
Maria Kel with I Quit.
Maria, I love you. Thank you for inviting me to your wedding. I didn't even get cake.
Why do you want cake?
Well, why-
You were
the
missing
only
nothing.
person- the only person that doesn't like cake is you, so therefore you're wrong.
Therefore I'm right, because I'm not a sheep.
He's got in!
Stonked it.
He's taking it on from the stratosphere, aka the car park, and it's gone in top bins.
No, the stratosphere's not the car park, is it? Car park's the
Mate,
car
hardly
park.
went up how far out he was.
So Ross is pissing on chips.
Mate,
So Ross, why don't you tell us about your peri peri experience? Come on. Tell us.
it was just spit up, mate. I couldn't really eat anything else.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being ice water, 10 being the surface of the sun, or
Blow your mouth, face off.
yeah, melt your face off. Where would you say that peri peri experience? Bearing in mind this is peri peri chicken. There's only 3 levels. Where would you say that was?
Oh, wait, I've played it to the wrong person.
Say about 3.
What, and you couldn't eat it?
No,
Played it to the wrong
that's all I
person. It's
said.
terrible.
Not what I said at all.
So what did you say?
I said I did eat it, I just didn't eat anything
I
else.
love a bit of spicy food.
So what? So
Guys-
you left the chips?
Yeah, I left the chip.
Night, Marie.
Alright, well,
See you
yeah,
later. Thanks for tuning
Bye,
in.
Maria.
Take care.
Take
Pretty
care,
boys.
Maria. I love you. Seriously. Take care, Maria. Hope you're okay.
Next time invite me to the wedding, cheers.
No,
What's everyone else
no.
in the chat think? Are we all into spicy foods?
Yes,
What spicy
please.
foods do we like? This is the chat room at the moment because Manish Ghost, aka Ross, can't handle his spicy food. Apparently, doesn't.
No,
like
he,
his
no,
very,
no,
very
he
chicken.
can handle his spicy food. I heard him wrong. He didn't eat the chips, which is fair enough. I don't eat a lot of chips, so I had to take everything back that I said. He didn't say he didn't eat
Okay,
the
fair enough.
But you can still answer the question. Like, where are you putting your spicy food at? Mate, it's awkward when it's silent.
Where are you putting your spicy food at, Ross? Was it 1, ice cold, or 10, melt your face off instantly?
So
Do you eat
about
curry?
3.
Do you eat curry roll?
Oh, good header. Oh.
Do you eat curry roll?
Not really.
Ashley
You had a
eats
curry.
but
Oh, I
Ashley
love
don't
curry.
like.
You've had curry. You've had homemade curry at mine, Ross.
Yeah, but apart from that, I don't really eat like.
It's not like something that you would crave.
Apparently, it was a bit spicy because John put too much on the chicken.
Oh, so John made it. John made
John
it.
put a bit too much peri-peri sauce on the chicken and it's blown Ross's face off, apparently.
John, can I have some chicken, please? Thank you.
Can we all have some of John's peri-peri chicken?
No, fuck everyone else, just me.
Ross, you got Ben and Jerry's, apparently.
Yes, I know. They've told me.
What flavour?
What
Cookie
flavour?
dough. Cookie dough, obviously.
I had the
Obviously. Oh.
oh, my bad. I was trying to get out of your way. I had the hazelnut topped double chocolate cookie dough. Ben and Jerry's the other day.
Nice, nice.
We're in trouble here. Right on half time. Brighton are in. And he's put it wide.
So tonight, Ross, we've established that you like Roman Reigns, you eat mediocre heat chicken, and
Roman Reigns is a
don't-
don. That's just a fact.
you don't like Kevin Owens, who's actually the more skilled
Mate,
and performer.
there was only one person cheering for Roman Reigns in the O2 when me and Ash went. And that was me. That was me.
I went off, to be fair.
That was me.
Well, there's that all there, isn't it?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, he did go off on that. I've got video of him going crazy when his music hit. Mate, I don't know about you, just going off subject slightly.
How fucking dare you? Yeah.
Stevie Bergwijn's got to start pulling his finger out at Tottenham, surely.
Oh, mate, I totally agree. The fuck
Okay,
are you
who's Stevie Bergwijn?
You're a
He's your
Tottenham
left
fan, you don't know who Stevie Bergwijn is?
Is he the bald guy?
Ish. Got short hairstyle.
doing? Your left back or your right?
Rusty Griffiths with the like on the video. Thank you very much for sharing the love, my friend. It's greatly appreciated.
Thank you, Rusty.
Well, here it is again. He does so well to slip past his man, left him stranded, and he takes full advantage of the time he's given.
We signed him from somewhere in Holland.
Probably Ajax final.
Well, he's got to be delighted.
Oh, that's
Again.
shambolic.
They've got the noses in front.
They're in the lead. Well done.
So
That's absolutely shocking.
I've heard through the grapevine that a certain coach will be sacked this weekend. And
You got about Frank?
He's already gone.
Frank?
Thomas Tuchel's had his first game in charge already, Ross. Catch up.
I thought you had a Chris run about. I don't know.
Certain manager going to be sacked this week. Who's that likely to be?
Well, it's going to make
Jose
me very,
Mourinho.
it's going to make me very, very happy.
Ah, it's Lambert.
Here, I don't know if it's whether I'm listening to hearsay or whatever. But I've heard through the grapevine that
I heard it through the grapevine.
And I've also heard that one of the Cowley brothers are going to take over.
Oh, that'd be quite cool. Old Salford managers, weren't they?
Yeah, Salford and Lincoln, weren't they?
Yeah, that'd be quite cool. It'd be nice to see them at a slightly higher league, see what they can actually do. You don't see a partnership very often, do you, like that?
No, but didn't they get a higher job? They got, they left Lincoln to go, I want to say Huddersfield, but
No, I don't think it was Huddersfield.
they've definitely gone to Middlesbrough.
That's Woodgate, wasn't it?
Google it.
It was
Google
Woodgate,
it,
I don't know if it still is. I don't think it still is, actually. I think he got sacked. Because Robbie King was his assistant. And Tottenham played Middlesbrough when Woodgate and Keane were in charge.
I'll Google it.
Goggle it, that's it. If in doubt, Goggle is your best friend.
Go on then. You got the keyboard.
The equipment.
Wow. Sophie says it's what she says.
Whoa.
Well, speculative.
Cameron
So,
Brannigan.
actually, would you prefer said coffee beans in an envelope, or how would you like them?
I mean, however you send them, it's going to cost you money to send it. So, however you would prefer to send it.
Well, they don't go through your letterbox, do they? So,
You can send him in a
Well, no, but
box,
we are
though.
reading for delivery.
I'm not sending one small tin jar of coffee in a box.
Why not?
Save it. Oh, quality save there for Medicine.
Why not?
Then you can't come.
Oh, okay. I would say fair
No
enough.
one's
But...
tighter than you, though, considering I still haven't received 3 packets of Haribo.
We get him eventually, Chris. Eventually, but you know.
Well, I suppose I'll get them eventually when you drop a plate. How about that?
Drop a plate. Don't really drop
That's
it.
great ball. Pogba's in.
Got a 9 grip.
Ah, fluffed it.
Ashley, did you catch my
Oh,
play on words there?
did I catch your what?
I said I will get my Haribo when Ross drops a plate.
When Ross drops a plate.
Yeah. Oh,
That's some of that.
do you know what I'm talking about?
No, drop your plate. Greek dancing.
No, it would be a very special plate. Only he can drop it.
Oh, his learner plates, but not driving.
I personally didn't want to out him like that, but fuck it, if that's what we do. I was trying to be subtle and nice.
Yeah, his learner plates because he's learning to drive. Once he drops his learner plates,
That's when I will get my 3 bags of Haribo.
But who said I'm going to drive to you first?
Huh?
to be fair, I had a bag of Haribo last night. It was great. There are other sweets and confectionery companies available, of course.
Yeah, no, I've got a bag of Haribos downstairs.
But don't fucking waste your money. Just get Haribo.
Yeah, buy laces instead.
And if you're a loser like Ross,
Tottenham.
Christopher, I don't appreciate you calling me a nerd there.
I didn't call you a nerd, I called you a loser.
Oh, it's all the same.
Oh, he's having. Oh, it's a rip snorter. It's an absolute rip snorter.
I think that was better than all 3 of yours. 2 of yours. What a stonking strike that was.
This is on Ultimate.
Is it? Sweet, look at all the points I'm going to get. Look at the points I'm going to get.
Look at me, all my points.
Look at me, I'm doing really good.
Chris, don't you have only like 7 games?
I have 4 left.
Somebody just say, for Muffin Man.
No.
Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? Who lives on Drury Lane? The Muffin Man. Oh dear, I better do it.
It's time to have a fiesta.
You're a monster. I'm not a monster here, you are.
Ogres have layers.
Give it to me, baby. Oh, you're there. It's got to be. That's me. Oh, why would that be me?
I do not know, Captain.
I
I nearly found you with that header. He's done it himself. He's had a go. He's teed himself up.
He's only got another
Give
three.
it to me, baby.
That's shit.
It's getting
Go on, ping it.
very sexual between you two right now.
Oh.
Just leave you alone for 5 minutes. That's disgusting, Christopher.
He's picked it up. Roy Keane. Roy Keane from the stratosphere. Oh.
Come on, way.
Wait.
It's way.
That looks like that is that. The push for Pat. Not really played a lot of games this week. We'll get back on it next week.
Well, I'm off this week, so we can partake during daytime. I mean, you don't have to. Your silence speaks for volume.
I was drinking.
We'll probably go on the Call of Duty, huh? Need to shoot
I
some
go
people,
both.
huh?
Go on, I've just taken a bit of a week off. I've done FIFA solid. Almost 40 games a week for 12 weeks.
It needs
We're allowed to
less
have a subtle week, and that my subtle week was this week.
Nothing is better than FIFA ever. Nothing.
He needs to shoot some
my
people. He
God,
needs to
nothing
let some
beats
testosterone
FIFA.
out.
Did you
Don't
release
forget,
But
guys, right
The
here,
4th
answer
of
the
February,
poll.
he
Who's
better
winning
be
the
doing a
Premier League?
zombie stream, because I'll be saying something if he doesn't. Right.
Is Call of Duty Zombies any good? And how do I get hold of Call of Duty Zombies?
You need to buy the actual game to play zombies as well.
Oh, for God's sake! And how much is the game?
About 40, 50 quid, something like that.
So who's prepared to let me have it for free?
No one.
I don't think it's possible because me and Ross game share,
Yeah,
or me and Ross help each other pay for the games, should I say?
yeah.
And so do Matt and Sean. So
Oh fuck! So I'm literally the other one out.
By yourself.
oh wow, that badly just left me.
Fuck this shit.
I got 3 packs sitting here. Should we open one?
Let's open one.
Yeah.
No one's
let's,
watching. I'll wait until people are watching.
Oh my god.
Oh,
They
what?
could join in just for that. I will switch my phone on just for that as well. Like, I'll watch.
I'll switch my phone
Come
on
on,
for
bro.
that.
Come on.
I'll even
Let's
chuck
give him
hole in it.
two. Let's give him 2
Okay,
viewers.
okay, I'm loading
Come
it, Chris. How about yourself?
I'm loading it. I'm loading it. Son.
I've already invited Chris into another game. I'm not on that screen anymore.
I haven't even accepted it yet. So you can...
Oh.
Come on, open your packs. Come on. I'll leave him
Open
comment.
your packs now, young man.
Alright, well open the 3 I've got now then.
Come on,
Well,
Ashley.
enjoy the good days as a coach. It could be a roller coaster ride, I can tell you that.
Right, and I've shared your stream. Didn't even get a thank you. It's alright. It's alright.
Come on, Ashley. Ross Atkinson with the like there coming up on the screen as you can see. Thank you very much for the love. It is very, very appreciated. Oh, I hate the sound of my own voice. Please stop it.
No way, mate. No way.
Obviously, you're going to see it slightly after me, so I can't really react. So, here we go.
Hold on, let me go long screen. Hold on.
Come on.
Oh. Oh. Oh, he's just got it.
He's gone and packed a walkout. What have you gone and grabbed? He's only
Oh,
got the
fuck
same
off.
card I got.
Why is everyone getting a
that,
banging and I'm not?
Is that,
I've got
is that
2.
tradable?
I've got 2.
Is that tradable then?
If it's not, the one in my squad is.
Unbelievable.
I got 2.
Should report him, Chris, for hacking.
It just seems a bit shit that they've done that.
Well, that is genius.
Oh, it's only 30 grand. It's nothing.
I don't care, mate. 30 grand I didn't have. I've got 3 items up on my transfer list. I really should put them up. Gold players pack next. First pack of the day, and it's a walkout, baby. Yeah.
Means you
I'm
don't get
talking
anything
about
extra.
something, baby. I'm talking about you and me. Don't know if I'm allowed to say the actual lyrics, because, you know.
Copyright and all that, mate. Got to be careful.
I was more thinking of, like, the age of your stream. To be honest, more than copyright, but...
Fair enough.
What is it,
Quick sell it all,
15?
mate.
Do 15-year-olds do that? I don't know. I don't know what 15-year-olds do nowadays.
Well, I'll take over.
Breaking at pace. An incisive pass. And they've only gone and applied that finishing touch.
Gonna open me an ultimate pack soon as I've got money to burn.
Yeah, good football there, but just straight offside.
Let's head into the transfer list.
Oh, hello.
Hello!
That was a little bit gay.
That was a little bit weird, Ross. You've got to stop doing that, mate. It's not normal.
You're not normal.
He's in behind.
Ooh.
Well, that is a moment he would like
So,
to brush from history.
Well, he's had an absolute nightmare there. The goals in
didn't
front of
ask
him
for your
just fit
opinion,
in.
bro.
We don't ask for yours, but we always get it.
Touche, Squire, touche.
Just 10 minutes to go. Well, possession ceded.
Yeah, big.
Really? Wow. Aubameyang goes for 36k. I bought him for 62.
On and on he goes.
You bought a player?
Super tackle.
Hold on.
Possession. And given away.
That's heartbreaking.
Move from Trojans.
I'm putting the buy now at 62.
You'll never get that for him.
Forward stop for the
Well,
goal.
it starts at 30, so I'll get something for him.
No problem for the goalie.
Nabil Fekir to put up.
Werner.
I'm going to go for about 5, but it'll do.
Mate.
Timo Werner.
Yeah, actually, I do have that team of the week. Thomas Müller.
Only fisted away.
Yeah, that's disgusting, mate. I'm not going to lie. That's such a... Is it tradable?
No.
Throw-ins given.
Oh, that's a shame. I bet he goes for bucks.
And a strong tackle.
Duplicate one banana.
It's really weird listening to you two on the headset and watching you on the stream.
Hello!
They've given it away.
Stop doing that. It's weird.
Oh, you're weird. How would you know what normal is?
You
Oh,
two-
mate. That card that I just put up. Check the stream. It instantly sold.
The ball back high.
What, Aubameyang?
Did it?
One banana. I put it up, and as soon as it went up, it sold.
Time it ends at a victory for the home team. No complaints from the fans here.
Well, it was a very...
Well, who's ready to kick a pigskin around the field? Pigskin? That's American football. Don't know where I'm going with that. Let's pretend I didn't say that. Nice one.
I am.
Well,
We haven't played American football in a long time, actually.
it's 'cause it's boring. To be fair, I have been keeping an eye on it and watching it a bit, so...
Tom
Playing the
Brady,
game.
he won.
I don't know it enough to play it. Like, I don't know the playbook enough and stuff like that to play it properly. This is a wonderful decision from Jose Mourinho. Sorry, not Jose. He's not Argentinian. He's Portuguese, so it's Jose,
Mate.
as he said himself. He's taken off a centre-back in Davinson Sanchez and brought on a striker in Carlos Vinicius.
Wonderful.
That's an attacking change from Jose Mourinho. That is about as rare as rocking horse fetus. Exactly.
Oh,
Doesn't exist. My point
Rocking.
exactly.
Rocking horse fetus.
I meant feces. Fetus is baby, isn't it?
Yes, well, not necessarily baby, but yeah, it is actually.
I meant feces.
Yeah, that's it. Correct yourself on your stream. Ashley's been banned from Facebook talking about dead babies.
Whoa!
Did you say
Let's
dead
move swiftly on,
babies?
please. Let's move
He
swiftly
did
on,
say-
please.
He
Oh my
did say
God,
dead.
Chris.
He did said that. That's what he said.
Let's move swiftly on, please. Thank you very much. Chris Holland with the like on the stream. Thank you very much for the love.
I actually
appreciate
think it
my
was.
friend.
I don't think it was a like at all. I think you need to look twice.
Well, everyone, the weather forecast promised us a very pleasant day.
Thumbs down, mate.
And that's
It was
exactly
about
what
76 angry faces
Derek
actually.
Ray here on the commentary box, and I'm joined for commentary by Lee Dixon. And no question, this ought
It's because you two were arguing on it. Don't make it when you guys fight.
Well, can we not have these angry faces, please? You're supposed to be my friends.
I am your friend, but I just don't like it when you two fight.
It's Ross. He's just got a habit of
Oh,
doing
it's always me, innit? It's always me. Can't take any of the blame myself.
See?
Yeah, but what did you say? You said it's all me, so...
But who's reacting?
Oh, fuck, I'm not going to react to that.
Exactly, because you can't help yourself.
Oh, whatever.
Anyway, let's move swiftly on, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah, no, he hasn't got a
You
point.
know what? We have heard you say that about 9 times. Moving swiftly on. Oh, what a tackle that was. Straight red, dirty. Ashley Lacreta says, thank you very much for fixing the laptop.
It's quite alright. I'm always here to help. £10.50 an hour.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That's alright, mate. Not a problem.
He'll give you that
I'm sending
10p
it
when I give him his Haribos.
Yeah, I'll give you 10 quid when I get Haribos out of Ross. You could think very smart here, actually. Send me 3 packets of Haribo addressed
And
from
get
Ross
10p.
and get 10 grand and 10 quid.
10 grand? Stop me,
I'll
Ross.
take 10 grand.
Yeah.
I'll send you 6 packets of Haribo if you're going to send 10 grand.
No, mate, that's got...
Oh, laddie.
In trouble here. In trouble here. Right, let's keep our wits about us.
Whoa,
Well, that
mate,
wasn't really
was
keeping our wits about us, was it?
the most patient goal ever. Come on, then. Let's do this.
Really good challenge.
So, Ross, are you like Elite 1 now?
I've just entered Elite 2. I will be by the end of the night. Make sure of it. Grrr.
Grrr.
Bother.
That's a great ball. Oof.
I'm sure Ashley...
Scintillating strike.
Ash, where are you at? Tier-wise?
I don't know, mate. I haven't looked. I'm not going to be very high this week. It's been a bit of a relaxed week.
Right,
Squad battles.
Good bag of weed, you might get high.
Do you say...
We'll see where we are at the end of the night, and I'll be happy to take whatever we take.
I was in the middle of a yawn. I thought Chris said something about weed.
I got excited.
Lucas Moura! Whoa. Yeah, along the edge. Ah, great ball, Chris. Oh, fluffed it. My bad, my bad.
Don't blame it on you, it's Pogba, mate. He's awful.
He's
I
twat!
don't know. That goal we scored in the last game, for anyone that was here for the last game, it was an absolute rip schnorter.
If Pogba's so good, how comes Man United lost to, what was it, Huddersfield? Southampton? Something like that?
Sheffield United.
Sheffield
Sheffield.
United.
I was
mean,
close.
you went halfway around the country till you got there, but yeah.
I was close, yeah, so...
Oh, my bad. I don't really know what I'm trying to do there.
That means a player with but
And we are 2 down. Well, let's step our game up.
Christopher.
whatever, Ross.
That's a great pass. Pogba wants this, right?
Oh,
I always said Pogba shit.
why haven't you put Ziyech on?
Whoa.
Because I'm playing Pogba, but Roy Keane seems to have picked up an injury. Let's hope he can run that one off.
Not why.
Roy Keane break his own leg.
Can they take advantage of the situation? Can they keep it out?
If that...
Crazy, or just stupid. Oh no! Ooh.
Oh, he's over.
And firing it into the area.
Oh, I thought you were going to stick it through. Go on.
I used your run. I used your run to take the defender one way and then burst the pace the other way.
I definitely felt used, yes.
You felt used?
Yeah, I could feel it.
Oh no. This is gonna go dark.
Well, let's not.
Why is it going to go dark?
don't
Who was going to make it go dark? I wasn't going to make it go dark.
Ah, this is going to be free.
Defending. Not a fantastic piece of defending, was it?
That was very rubbish.
Still on level terms, moving the ball nicely.
Ah,
Whoa.
Suarez might go ahead.
crazy to think that I've only got 2 matches left.
Dramatic diving stops.
That's fine.
David De Gea.
Well, they practice agility in training. There's no
He
one
did
more
spread.
agile than De Gea.
And the block from Alderweireld. And the referee
That's not a pen, ref. I got the ball.
penalty it is, and a chance for
Oh,
them to
whatever.
forge ahead.
Just like that, the mood has
Home
dropped.
with confidence.
Mate, Pogba scored in a penalty that wasn't a penalty.
Can they find a response?
Worse than
Taking a
VR.
week to score.
My skin, mate.
Superbly.
Whoa.
Oh, where the fuck are they getting this from?
Ziyech.
This is a shambles.
Are these all team of the week?
It's the sort of tackle he had scripted in his mind.
Not sure. Wigan absolutely turned over it.
Alderweireld.
Why, silver team?
Vardy. So
Oh,
hard.
whatever. Yep, every player
Oh,
can
mate,
tackle
it was
me.
like a tandem slide tackle. And we both missed.
Suarez. Now can they counter clinically? Defensive efficiency
Thanks, Edison.
personified.
It's turned up. The second half.
Bedtime soon for Christopher.
Werner.
Work in the morning,
This
mate.
could be the
Can't really
equaliser.
get much to them.
It could be up for grabs.
Play it, play it.
And a time for composure on the ball. Paul Pogba.
Oh,
And Vipers have possession again.
No, I just don't understand.
Paul, you got to react quicker than that. Goes on the turn and then stretches a million miles for it.
Giving the ball to the opposition that time.
Well,
so we've
that's not the best
established
stuff.
we've established we can see 4 goals and a half, which means we can score 4 goals in the next half.
Showing a will to win the ball.
Stop yawning.
It's your fault.
Half time here and burning indignation.
Well, I'm down 1-0 at half time because, you know.
We're down 4-0 at half time.
I hope that was you pausing that, because
Second
my
half underway. The Panas in front, but there
No, it
might
means
still
my
be a few
connection's gonna
twists and
break.
turns in this game.
Bringing some big guns on.
Aiden
what about the
Hazard.
big G's?
You can ready up if you want. I'm ready to go.
Mate, Ash, do you know who you need?
Jadon Sancho.
Who?
Kingsley Coman. That's who you need.
I knew. Do you know what? That was the player I was thinking of in my head. I knew that's what you were
So-
going to say.
It's with Hakim
Yeah, it's
Ziyech.
Ross, isn't it? Of course he was going to say Kingsley Coman.
Breaking at pace.
What's wrong with Kingsley Coman, actually?
Nothing. It's just
Can they keep it going?
you've got a weird
Werner.
It is weird.
love obsession with him.
Yeah, mate, he's class.
Partey.
Absolute cracking player.
Oh, maybe the equaliser.
I mean, yeah, but your session with him is borderline dangerous,
A
man.
time for calm on the ball.
And your Ipswich recession is borderline dangerous. Like, you're a supporter of theirs.
Oh, there we go. That's one.
Not to be advised, giving the ball away there.
I'm not an Ipswich fan. I'm an Ipswich lover, mate.
Exactly, that is
Lovely.
dangerous.
Love
The
the
shocking
Blues, mate.
pass, really.
That is
Back to
dangerous.
Till I die,
Through
mate.
here. And it's come off the keeper.
God forbid.
What?
Good work to win the ball back high up the pitch.
You want to say something with that, not just God forbid. It's meant to.
A timely intervention.
Well, English, you know.
Can they do something positive on the counter attack?
Oh, by the way, Ashley Ross told me he speaks the Queen's English today.
Doesn't he?
I think any word that he said today
Lampard with it.
has been the Queen's English.
Vardy.
I mean, you didn't give him any context.
Partey.
I didn't need to. That's what you said. You said you was...
Behind the net.
Oh, mate.
We
you said
are
you-
get we got one back, but we're getting stuffed.
Mate, it's been one goal in this
Can we make
game,
a comeback?
and it's been from a
Remember-
penalty that wasn't a penalty.
Dangerous looking through ball.
Aubameyang, hit it.
Well,
Oh.
end to that attack.
Just level that across goal.
Not giving their
That's unreal.
opponents a moment's
Whatever.
peace.
Oh, now we're in
Whoa.
trouble.
Hazard.
He's going to sweat that.
Oh,
Great save. Come on, 4-1. We can make a comeback here.
Could be a
we've
chance
done
to
it
break
before. Come on.
We've done it before.
here.
We've done it before. Red! Oh, come on. That's got to be.
Just needed to finish to cap it off.
How's that not a free kick? I tapped the ball past him. He's took me down.
Hey, Werner, you got to score, man.
And just an update from the Amex. It looks like Brighton are literally playing Tottenham off the park.
Lionel Messi.
Probably. It's Tottenham, what'd you expect?
Well, the attack.
Bear in mind, Brighton haven't won a home game all season.
It's Tottenham, what'd you
Weird, isn't
expect?
it?
Up the chance.
Sheffield United hadn't won a game all season until they beat Man United in the Premier League.
Cutting off the supply.
Oh, you had a chance to send that.
Wasn't looking.
And he keeps going. Pogba.
Oh my God.
Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break.
What was that? Oh, look at that. One ball forward and we're 3-on-1.
It's a good-looking ball in behind. This could square the game.
Finally, us equalised at the 73rd minute. Thank you, Jamie Vardy, for doing your job.
Is with them.
Only took you an hour.
Oh, what a ball that was. Oh,
No!
that was mean, bruh.
I thought I timed it.
Vardy. A
I
really
enjoyed my
sumptuous
pint of
ball.
gin, by the way.
Can he put it away?
Cool. I enjoyed my bottle of ale.
Oh my god, Werner, you're such an idiot.
And in the end, no damage done. Jadon Sancho.
But what I've learned about Ross when he plays fucking...
Well, possibilities in the centre.
Hmm?
Well, the referee not too happy with the challenge and blows for a free kick.
This game is stupid.
And he whips it in.
Stupid game.
Good pressure high up the pitch.
We are playing terrible, to be fair.
I think we just got blindsided by 4 very quick goals, mate.
I mean, you can get blindsided by 1 or 2, but not 4.
Play like that.
They were just rapidly quick.
Oh,
Trying to get into the front.
Go on, Chris, what was your amazing point about me?
Must take the lead here.
I mean, we were in the middle of a conversation, but
Routine
I forgot.
for De Gea.
Chris was in the middle of doing an impression of me before
I
your
wasn't doing an
conversation.
impression of you.
Eh?
I wasn't doing an impression of you.
Vipers
Run that by me again?
available.
I wasn't doing an impression of you.
That's
what you
questionable.
He squandered
That's
the
questionable.
opportunity at such
Different
an
work.
important stage of the game.
Oh, what a chance. Big
said. It
miss.
wasn't.
I'm not saying you were.
it doesn't matter, Ross.
Pogba.
Turn it. Bury it.
Costa with it. Well, he went
Pen.
strongly into the
Penalty.
challenge, and the result is a throw-in. Here it is now, a substitution.
Oh, mate, this is pain.
Trippier.
Oh, I hit the back of me. Keeper. What are you doing?
Oh my God. What was that?
What was he doing? Well, he did just head the ball out there, didn't he? That's what he did do. Oh,
Trippier.
oh, come on.
Fantastic.
Mate, we've been absolutely shredded.
Waiting to follow. Still
And
dangerous.
the way the game we played, Shea Adams with a quality finish. The way we played, we've done nothing but deserved it.
In normal time here. Oh, a perfectly timed pass, and this could win it. And right
As if I've hit the bar, man. This game is literally.
Calm down,
That's
please.
just reminded me of my point. When Ross is winning,
Sancho.
you don't hear it.
Cannot be
When Ross is
separated
losing, it's
and
all
on
FIFA's
to
fault.
extra
It's yeah, and it's just Not what people want to hear.
Oh, here you go.
Pinger.
And so the story
Pinger?
continues.
Is that a word?
The first
I don't think
period
it
of
is.
extra time, and no one is leaving.
Well, fitness levels are going to be tested now, Derek.
Kick the ball.
And Pana's come away with it. The conditions
You
look pretty
can't
good
head.
for the counter-attack.
Fucking ball.
Oh, big chance. Can he finish? And unfortunate with that chip lane just over the top.
Oh, he's done everything right. He's gone over the keeper, but unfortunately he's gone over the bar as well.
Ziyech. This could pose problems for the defenders. Well, really right.
Imagine thinking Tina Werner can score. Imagine.
Oh, wrong player, man. Oh, for God's sake. Oh! Ashley, there's something
I
wrong
think
with
that moment right there sums up our entire 90 minutes.
100%.
I've done it.
An absolute calamity.
I had to put a sweaty in. Have you tried that? Doing sweaty tactics?
That's just an instant tactic on FIFA, mate. There's no point not having that in your arsenal because everyone does it. There's no point. There's no point being like, oh, I'm not going to sweat finish until they do online. Because just everyone does it. So just do it.
Why don't you elaborate on what a sweaty tactic is, Ross, if we're not playing your game?
Pass the ball past the keeper and tap it into an empty net.
I mean, Ash, you do that all the time. All the time.
It's just everyone does it.
It's so much fun when it happens.
It's not. It is a sweaty, disgusting tactic. But
Beautiful.
everyone does it. So what's the point
It's
of
not.
not doing it?
I mean, not everyone does it, actually. Not everyone.
Everyone, I do it. I would. If I can, I will.
You're one person. There's 7 billion people on the earth, Chris.
Deciding to go inside.
Yeah,
They couldn't worry the keeper with that effort.
I know. What's the damage, Ashley? What you got? Doesn't really matter, does
And
it?
1 minute of stoppage time has been added on.
Never had a friend, never.
Well, there's an update then.
Timo Werner. Can they cover?
Come on, man.
I don't even know how many matches have I got left. Let me just check. I still have 2 left.
That's it. Half time in extra time. The second period still. to
Literally in
go.
the middle of setting up the game.
Sorry, man. I have 2 matches to go. We got 2 more matches to go. 17. Yeah.
Well, the drama continues to
Great
unfold.
singing,
Second
Christopher.
period of extra
I know, mate.
time.
I know.
So, you see, I'm the
you
only
feel
person
it.
who complimented you.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
Son.
Well, I was always told not to lie.
Not a great pass.
Don't make
Who
me
said I'm
feel-
lying?
They're struggling in terms of possession, but to their credit, they've been absolutely blistering on the counter.
I choose to support my allies.
Hit you on the break, and it's really working
Hear that?
for
I'm
this
an
team.
ally. Yeah.
You're an ally, apparently. Not an ally, you're an ally.
So where are you currently, Ashley?
Pivotal moment. Defensive.
Silver
Silver
one.
2? I was going to say, you must be silvers.
Hold back the river, let me look in your
Look in
eyes.
your eyes.
Hold back the river so wide.
And a free kick awarded.
How is that free kick to you?
I've just realised something. I don't have... If I play my 40 matches and carry on playing,
Jordi Alba.
I just don't get points, don't I?
No, I don't get them either if I play in them with you.
No, that's fine. We won't do that. But what I'm saying is,
Just listen to the fans here.
I can play the
Just
squad
get the
battles
nose
and
through from
still...
these
I won't earn points, but if I get...
the final whistle.
Messi.
I can get my icon swap.
I don't know. Possibly.
Bruno Fernandes. Well, tremendous defensive intuition.
I love it when you have a little
from Sergio
brainwave.
Ramos.
Beautiful. Oh, beautiful.
And they'll get ready for the throw-in.
So, yo, 5. What?
Nothing.
Can he finish
Exactly.
the ball? And he clears it out of harm's way. Now
Never
to
had a
make
friend,
contact
never
critically.
had a friend, never. Have you seen the Aladdin?
No,
But a shocking pass,
The movie,
really.
not the cartoon.
no.
Ashley, have you seen it?
See what?
Aladdin. With Will
Yeah, a
Smith.
long time ago.
No, not the
Will Smith.
cartoon.
Is in the new film?
Yeah.
Yeah, they...
No.
Watch it. It's very, very good. Very good. Right, come on. Let's do it to it.
Just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages. Bumped clear.
Roy Keane picked up a 2-game injury,
Oh no, not wet. No.
but I used a card.
It's okay.
So he's okay.
Yeah, basically I got my physiotherapist to give him a...
If you
good
said
massage.
something, if you
Nice.
yeah, it's 'cause you've got a dirty mind, Ross, that's why.
Time it ends at a victory for the home team.
Oh,
No complaints from the
well, how's it turn out dirty? Go on.
Because you went, I thought you was going to say something then.
Go on.
Move on.
Never hurt a friend, never hurt. Oh, that's nice. Is he going to keep it? Oh, he's kept
Oh.
it. What a ball. Ah, we'll just bundle it in. Fuck it, that'll do.
What goal?
Hold
Oh,
back
dear.
the river, let me look in your eyes. So, quite tempted to sub Tina Werner off.
Well, just blame it on FIFA, mate. Blame it on the weatherman. Do you know what I mean?
I'm gonna blame Tina Werner.
Chris, you're blue. Okay, mate. So stop thinking you're red. Alright, I'll try.
There's no try.
Wow.
That was an awful ball. That wasn't me, that was Ashley, because he's red.
Just absolutely tumped it. Like that.
Like that.
Not like that. Just like that. Just like that. Not like that. Like that.
Who's
That's it.
that?
Well, some.
Fuck it.
Oh.
Oh.
should-
Who was, I,
Point.
who was I doing an impression of?
Yeah, it's stuck in
Oh,
my
come
head.
on, Chris. If you don't know who that is, not like that. Just like that. Just like that. Not like
Is
that.
it
Like
Chaz
that.
and Dave?
No.
I don't know them.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Tommy Cooper.
I was going to say, that was my next guess. Tommy, I was stuck with the second name. Fucking stonker. Huh.
Great finish. Not like that. Just like that.
I was genuinely, I couldn't
Thank
think
you.
of his second name.
Loved a bit of Tommy Cooper.
I was thinking of Tommy Gunn, the guy from Rocky 5. That's who I was thinking of.
I really want to buy Marcus
God,
Rashford.
where has been muscled out there?
You really want to do what?
Buy Marcus Rashford. But I can't.
Oh.
I'm saving up for an
Why?
icon.
Why are you saving up for an icon that someone else has had?
Because I want an icon.
Do an SBC for one.
Do
I
an
don't. I
SBC,
can't do
and then,
SBCs.
and then you don't have to have a dirty icon that someone else has had.
João Cancelo banged it home, and that's free, and we are back to winning ways. Same cannot be said for Tottenham Hotspur, who still find themselves 1-0 down with 20 minutes left to play.
And we'll pull a sneaky draw out in the 88th minute, but will not win.
And it's all from Chris. Back to you, Bash.
Ha!
Yeah. Cheers, Jeff.
There's been a red card, is there?
Oh, Jeff.
I saw the guy go off, but I thought he was
Must have missed that one.
serious.
Keep your fingers out. How many players are on the pitch?
Ashley, I don't know if I don't Ross, I'm not like
I
taking
skinned me.
you out of this, right? But do you remember? You might even know this yourself, Ross. But do you remember the old school Sky Sports News pundits that got banned? Andy Gray. Oh, Ashley!
Wow.
Oh my God, that's like I kicked it. Right.
You can't say that.
Why? It's about me.
Still.
What? Who am I offending? No one.
Right, okay, what's that ring? Right, what?
You go. Go on, take a minute. Get over yourself.
Oh dear, just wasn't expecting it. Out of nowhere. It's like an RKO, that.
Yeah.
Might want to give chat and me some context.
big ball, big
'cause,
ball.
like,
Mane's
you're
in.
laughing and you haven't explained
We'll
yourself.
take it.
Oh, come on, get there. Oh, come on. Oh, Guerrero, you monkey.
Not good enough.
Monkeys are great. Why don't I call him a monkey? Yeah, so do you know who I'm talking about? When I think Andy Gray was a pundit.
No.
The videos on YouTube, and they got banned.
No.
They got fired.
Giving it away there, Chris. That's poor.
Yeah, I know. Maybe you should ignore
Ross. Oh, I've caught him. That was poor.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
I do.
Have you ever seen the video?
Nope.
I know you haven't, Ross. I didn't think you did. I'm based on the fact that you're 4.
Um.
Fuck am I going?
He takes aim, and the keeper there to make sure nothing untoward happens.
What are you doing?
No, my bad.
Were you on your phone?
Yeah, you are,
No.
Carl. What were you doing?
Yeah, that's entirely my bad.
Well,
What was you?
I'm
Yeah,
I'm
we want to know what
grateful
you're
that you've
doing.
admitted it 9 times. What was you doing? Oh no, Ashley was touching himself.
Oh no, 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 no,
Please.
no, 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 no,
For
Chris,
Christ's
no.
sake.
Back up, Chris. Reverse, mate, reverse.
And a strong tackle.
So what was you doing?
Go on. Oh. This could pass.
We still haven't discovered this, by the way.
What?
It back. Another
What did you say, Ross?
We still haven't discovered what Ashley was doing.
Oh, I don't think it matters now. But
I thought we did.
if Ashley wants to divulge, then you can tell it.
Okay,
Get
fair
rid,
enough.
get rid, get rid. Oh, that's risky. That's very risky.
Risking it
So
for a
let's
biscuit.
tune in into Ashley's game here. It is 3-0. How's it going down there, Ash and Chris?
Going on all right.
Going alright, pretty comfortable. Controlled the game so far.
Last couple of minutes, haven't really touched the ball. Seem to.
Not really looked in trouble in this one.
but not to be.
I've had some. Okay.
Thanks, Ross. See you later.
Cheers, Jeff. Oh, that's a ball.
What a ball! Oh, you missed.
What can he do from here?
What a save.
The referee wasn't going to let that go. He's been admonished by the referee. He's now
Gonna have to try that then, Ashley. See if I can. If anybody that's watching knows the answer to that question, that'd be handy. If I can play my games afterwards, not gain any points, but still gain the
Squad
matches.
battles.
Yeah, play more squad battles after I've played 40.
decent delivery.
Obviously, I won't get any points. It's fine.
Counter-attacking
But will
very
I
much an
still?
option.
Can I still earn my
Take advantage of the situation.
icon swaps, or have I got to wait till
Physically
next week
strong
to finish
and
them?
secure on the ball.
Tony Marshall. He's from France.
He
From France.
really likes to dance. Nah, nah, nah. That's not offensive.
Was that yeah?
Actually, are you?
Not giving their
Looking
opponents
at
a
my
moment's
answer.
peace.
I'm not, no.
Anthony
You are.
Martial.
See, there's something in there distracting you, mate.
What?
Nothing's distracting me, mate.
We need to get the binoculars out, Chris. The binoculars.
What's your dog doing? Where's your dog?
My
Downstairs.
dog downstairs.
Your dog.
Sweet.
Down.
Asleep?
But she always does.
It's a bit early for
It's
Lexi,
been
isn't
got
it?
bills to pay. So you know,
Because Sophie's always up before me. She'll go downstairs, let the dog out, give the dog a breakfast.
Actually, what
And
time
once
did you get up
stop-
this morning?
This morning, half 11.
I was going to say, like, it wasn't this morning, was it?
Well, it technically was. 11:30
Oh,
a.m.
Yeah, just about. I've done 4 hours work at that point.
On a Sunday, I doubt you had.
Well, yeah. Well, probably, yeah. In fact, that's not a lie. I was cooking dinner.
That's not work. You choose to cook or roast.
God, I get great pleasure.
Yeah, I was up at 5.
That's because you're weird.
And you
How am
haven't
I
been
weird?
asleep.
What time
How
I
are you
sleep?
weird? I ain't got all night, mate. I've got a stream to produce.
To be fair, it could
Oh, release that!
4-0 up.
So how's that weird?
Da-da-da-da.
What?
See, you did
Whoa.
what I wanted to do. Wanted to shoot from the car park. Yeah, so how is Ross weird? Let's see if we can pick a way that he's weird from every letter of the alphabet.
Let's do this in private, maybe.
Alright, let's do something else. Let's
Let's see what you two think of the poll that I got running on my stream at the moment.
what's the poll?
The poll is who is going to win the Premier League.
Oh, someone's game, innit?
Oh, the answer's
Man
Liverpool,
United. I've got 4 answers: Man United, Man City, Liverpool, or Tottenham.
I think you're talking at
Well,
pipe
who's it
bottle
going to be
there,
then, Ross?
Chris.
You know everything. Who's it going to be?
I reckon United are going to pinch it somehow. I reckon. I'm going to pinch it.
I reckon United have got the best chance they've had since Fergie left.
Well, that's
At the moment.
obvious. That
To
doesn't
the
mean
form
they're going to
they're
win the
in.
league. Doesn't mean they're going to win the league. I think that they have the best chance they've had, but results like Wednesday night are going to happen again, and they'll slip up and fall away. I think Liverpool just have that strength in depth. Why isn't Leicester on there?
Because Leicester won't win.
Well,
Leicester
West
won't
Brom
win.
won't win, but why aren't Leicester up there?
Because it's West Brom.
Because I could only pick 4.
Oh, you could have that. They're your 4.
He still wouldn't pick, even if you had 5, West Brom still wouldn't be on there.
It's about Leicester, not West Brom. What's the matter with you? You've got an obsession with Sam Allardyce like you do Kingsley Coman.
Oh yeah, Kingsley Coman's a professional football player.
Boy, and I'm
To be
not
fair,
being
that's
funny.
a bit harsh. There's nothing wrong with a bit of Big Sam.
Big Sam's fucking legend,
Mate.
to be fair.
Pretty sure Kingsley Coman's a Champions League winner, actually. What have you done? Thank you.
Played squad battles religiously for 13 weeks.
Everybody
Which is-
bad.
Actually, to be fair,
someone
he's
go
been a
tell-
manager.
Someone
he's
go
been
tell
a
Big
manager.
Liz.
He's been a manager of his club longer than Sam Allardyce has had a managerial career. Oh, mate, it's just gone silly now.
This is an absolute
Travesty of sport.
rampant display.
So, Ashley, you think Man United are going to pinch it there?
I don't know if Man United are going to pinch it, but I would say it's
You
probably
guys,
going to be
you
close.
guys trying to score points with my wife?
Whoa, okay.
I don't understand what I
I
said.
honestly think.
Man United,
City
Chris's
will take
wife.
it.
Where's the...
If I
No,
had to pick one, I think
Free
City would take
he's a
it.
Man United fan.
Oh, so you didn't give me any context.
I didn't.
Well, he did. He gave you all the context
Yeah,
you
I
need. You
did. I
just
gave
didn't
you all
read
the
it.
context. Yeah, I said, are you trying to score points with my wife?
Yeah, but I could have
He's
got
a
that
Man
from the
United
earlier
fan.
point of today, couldn't I?
That's the poll, though. Man United, Man City, Liverpool, or Tottenham. Who's going to win the Premier League? I personally think Man City might nick it.
I was going to say you can't count Man City out, but I think
No, you never
Liverpool.
can.
I think Liverpool are going to. Oh, blow you
Oh.
moron.
Tony Marshall, he's from
Think
France.
Liverpool.
Class is
Difficult
going
one. I've had to have a
Liverpool.
look.
For once, it's going to be an
What other people
interesting.
think?
It's going to be an interesting race. For
No,
once.
it's going to be Manchester United.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what other people think. Hopefully, people that tuned in, answer the poll, let us know who you think's going to win it. If you think it's going to be someone else, like
Then we're not
Leicester,
interested.
said Leicester,
Yeah, Leicester.
Uh,
Like I said, Leicester. Yeah.
yeah, comment in the chat. Let me know. Let me know who you think. I think it's between one of them 4, and I think City, when it's always tight and, you know, a bit of a dogfight for the title, City always seem to dig their heels in the most. Liverpool won it when they disappeared. They ran off with it. They won it in 1994, but didn't get the trophy till now. They were so far ahead.
Let's see what they have in store for them on the break.
It was crazy. But when it's close, the last few that have been close, that City have dug out and won, have dug their heels in and just sort of done what's needed to do, and that's it.
I mean, Yeah.
It's difficult. It'd be nice to see after a few weeks how Chelsea are doing as well, because you know they've got Tuchel now in charge, and he's won a few trophies for PSG. I mean, he's gone from managing Neymar and Mbappe to Mason Mount and Reece James, but it's slightly different.
There are better players in the team there, actually. You know, you could have mentioned one of the stars. Come on, instead of one of the children.
Yeah,
Tino,
but
I
that would
can't
have
play
defeated the
football.
object of my point, wouldn't it?
Wait, we're talking about Chelsea, or we're talking about...
I don't think
Oh.
Chelsea got enough. I don't think Chelsea got enough.
No, mate.
I think it's too
City-
little, too late for Chelsea. That's the problem. Tuchel gets the season with his own team, and he might be what Chelsea need at the moment. Someone that he sort of screams a methodist manager. He like Lampard. He's still young. He doesn't. He still see. You look at him, you think player, not manager. Tuchel has
Yeah, I
that
suppose.
aura about him that says he's a manager and he means business. And, you know, with the PSG connections, that could do Chelsea some favours. Poch coming in, he's probably going to sign a couple of players. Dele, will probably be one that goes to him. I'd be very, very surprised if he doesn't. But in turn, that could free up a couple of players to come to Tottenham and Chelsea. Like, Tottenham are favourites to sign Di Maria. And I think that'd be quality.
It'd be nice to see him come back in and have another crack, because
Yeah.
I rate him as a player, and he came to Man United at a time where Man United were destined to fail, I think.
Yeah, it was the end of a Fergie era, wasn't it? It was...
You know what I mean? Like, you could have signed God, and you still weren't going to compete. Not the way that he was.
Nah.
So I'm going on like you're a Man United fan, and you're not, are you? But
Nah. But I've always liked Di Maria as a player, so it'd be nice to see him get another crack at the whip in the Premier League and see if he can prove himself. I know he's a little bit older now,
yeah,
Yeah, but
but then
old...
people like that. But then you've got other people that might free up and go to Chelsea. Chelsea could land themselves a couple of nice players in PSG that Poch doesn't want to use anymore. But Tuchel will take because of his
Mbappe.
I mean, like last season, a lot of players that were in Europe are coming to the Premier League now. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
this year, you've had
Very
Werner
true.
come over, and I thought Werner would set the Premier League on fire, and he ain't done bad. But I thought
I think
he
he's
could
coming to
stonk
the...
it.
I don't know what it is
Tino
about
can't
Chelsea.
score, mate.
Chelsea have this thing where they sign big name strikers from across the continent. Big names, banging in 30, 40 goals a season. That was nearly 2-0 Brighton. I don't know how that's been kept out. Toby Alvaro just cleared it off the line. They've signed big signings.
Hey,
Over the
3,000
years,
points. Come on, son.
up top, people like Shevchenko, Crespo,
Torres.
Torres. He's big. Shevchenko at Milan, mate. He was a scary striker. In his prime, when he was at Milan, he was terrifying. As a defence, you wouldn't want to come up against him. Hernan Crespo was banging goals in, went to Chelsea, and they did nothing. There's something about Chelsea that kills strikers. And I think it's unfortunate he went with Lampard. Not saying Lampard's a bad manager, because I think he's going to be a top manager. But
He didn't have the tools, mate. He didn't have the tools.
it's a big job to fill at such a
he
young
did
age.
I think he did have the tools. I just think at the end of the day, the way management is now, you have to take the job and run with it. And you can't do that. You're out of a job. I mean, who's the longest serving manager in the Premier League now? Is it Dyche?
Yeah, it's got to be, isn't it?
You know what I mean?
Easily.
Like, and Burnley are doing nothing, but they're an old school club, so they're going to stick
I think
to
it's Dyche and Guardiola,
yeah,
shockingly.
which is
It was
crazy to
Poch.
think.
He
Yeah,
was out
exactly.
for 5.5 years. I think even then, I think Dyche was higher than that. I think Dyche had been there donkeys.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, unless you can win your first 10 games, you're under the cosh anyway. Do you know what I mean? And that's down all the way down the football ladder, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When we sacked McCarthy, right? And everybody forgets that we didn't sack McCarthy and then went straight in for what's his name. There was a manager in between, and I don't remember his name. I don't even remember what he did, but he was only manager for about 8 games, and he was pig awful. But because he was, I think he was manager at Scunthorpe or something like that, and he'd had a good season with them, and he was a young manager, and if you don't try it, you don't know, but he tried, and it failed. And he was on, I don't know how many games he was in charge for, 10, 12 games, I think. And he spent a bit of money.
Not a long time. As I was saying that, it's such a fickle game. I saw a thing today. Sorry to cut you out, Chris. I saw a thing today on the internet that Roman Abramovich has now spent over £125 million sacking managers.
I suppose if you've got it, you can do it. Do you know what I mean? It's like...
I mean, yeah, it's still pocket change to him, but that would have bought you a prime Ronaldo. How much did Madrid pay for Ronaldo for Man United? Not 125 million, was it?
I don't even think it was anything close to that, was it?
Bale broke his record.
Yeah.
Going to Madrid, and that was 80 million.
Well...
Or I think actually that's 105 million with all add-ons. And it's just...
I mean,
insane.
It's crazy to think that if Liverpool went on a bit of a run where they, 2 in 18 or something like that, stupid like that, he'd be out of a job. And he's the manager that won them the league.
Your pig-awful manager after Mick McCarthy is your academy manager, Brian Clough.
No, there was a full-time manager in between McCarthy and...
Paul Hurst.
Paul Hurst, there you go. And he was manager for about 20 games, I think, something like that.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it was very long.
No, and he's been sacked from 2 other clubs as well after that. So, he didn't cut the mustard anywhere. But the thing is, if he'd have won 6 of 10 or something like that, it'd be like, yeah, we're rocking, we're flying up League One again, we'll be all right. But I mean, we don't want our manager Lambert with us now, and he's been a manager now 112 games, something like that.
It's insane.
So it's hard now to sort of maintain a job unless you are basically an old school owner who's prepared to wait. For
pretty much.
Success.
It looks like Brighton are going to beat us here.
There you go. It's sad because, I mean...
How are we losing games like this?
I was disappointed when Lampard got the sack, and I think I'll be disappointed if Solskjaer gets the sack. But I think they'll hold on to it.
There's so much chance this week to gain points on the teams around us and towards the top of the table again. And we've... it's my bad.
Wow.
Wow.
I missed.
Keep saved it.
So, yeah, it's...
We fluffed it. So disappointing. As a Spurs fan, I was disappointed we got rid of Poch, and I've said this week on week to you guys, I've always said that I've never agreed with the decision to get rid of him. But, we got Mourinho in, and he's a serial trophy winner, but...
To be fair, when you picked up Mourinho, I thought that was the worst decision you've ever made. And to be fair, he has done all right. But you are starting to fall away again. So what do?
We need...
I
don't even know what we need anymore. We've got some fucking quality in our team. I think we got rid of Ericsson at the wrong time. As well, I think we could have kept him for at least another 2 seasons. He just didn't want to stay, which, fair enough. You can't force a man to stay if you don't want to. Unless, until the end of the contract you can, I suppose. But
like, where would you say you're falling down in quality? Like
defensive.
So,
getting rid of Jan Vertonghen, absolute staple centre back. Him and Alderweireld were probably for about a season the toughest centre back player in Europe. A season or two where they were quality together. One of the best, not the best. Obviously, you've got the likes of Barca and Munich, who always have top draw defenders. There's no doubt in it. But as a partnership, They were quality together.
Yeah,
Absolutely unreal.
Yeah. So is it just defence or?
I don't think Sanchez is quite good enough yet. He could potentially be. I just don't think he is yet. Dyer's not a good enough centre back for me, although he's probably been our second best centre back. But we've got Toby, and I always rate Toby. I think he's quality. I think he's
Absolute
I do
goat,
like
mate.
Carver.
Dick.
I'm glad you got that, Ashley. I'm glad you got that.
And you know, I think he's handled himself with nothing but professionalism the whole time he's been at the club, and I think he will go down as a very loved player of the club when he leaves. No doubt about it.
I think this is going to become the old man stream, Ashley. We're going to talk bullshit about football.
Everything.
I'm talking about Tottenham, not Ipswich.
Hit it with that. Oos.
Cock.
But yeah, I think defensively we're struggling. Doherty, Matt Doherty, our right back. Serge Aurier is about as useful as a chocolate teapot in a sauna. He can jog, as far as I'm concerned. I think he's pig awful.
Oh, mate, we are fucking...
He's far too rash. He makes far too many mistakes and he costs us far too many games, as far as I'm concerned. And I don't want that in my team, because you come into a big game.
Is Lloris
You're concerned about your... Yeah, he's still our keeper and club captain, technically. I mean, Kane gets it sometimes, but club captain is Lloris.
Can't wait for this one. A nice quick tempo from both sides will be ideal for me. Let's hope we get that. Should be a great game.
Matt Doherty, you know, as I can say, we're looking at the defence and we're struggling, and then we go and sign Matt Doherty. Don't get me wrong, he's a good player. He's a good player, and he does a job. But as a team like Tottenham, who want to try and win the Premier League, sign in Jose Mourinho as manager, and you go and sign Matt Doherty as a right back.
Where did you sign Matt Doherty from?
Wolves. He had a good season for Wolves. Like I say, don't get me wrong, he's a good player. But we want to win the Premier League.
Wolves, they're bad boys. They're dons.
Yeah, but we want to win the Premier League.
Come on, Ross, you're a Spurs fan. Stick your 2 pence in here. Come on.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't really watch the games.
We need a
I just see the
centre-back.
results.
We
you know
needed
what I
to be
mean?
the team that signed De Ligt from Ajax. Man, all of our elves, Vertonghen, Sanchez, are all centre-backs we signed from Ajax. The one big guy comes in. I say one big guy, they're all pretty good. Sanchez, I think, still got a few years to prove that. But De Ligt, when it was linked to Tottenham and it looked like we were going to get him, why did we not get him? Where was the punch from the ownership to say, he's the guy that's going to fucking sort our centre-backs out and push us further?
Why? And I suppose it comes down to what this legendary chairman, and he is, the amount of money. You're a money-making club, mate. There aren't many clubs out there that make money. You spent one season, you didn't spend a penny.
We're a money-making club that can't win a raffle.
But this
Oh
is
my
what I mean,
God!
so-
Look who just scored against us. Carlos Tevez.
Oh, right, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? What? Are you talking about Tottenham here, or?
No, I'm the team. We lost 1-0, mate. That game's finished. We're shit.
Oh.
It's a great run from Sadio.
Well, Ashley, that was a passionate rant, and I enjoyed listening.
Sorry, I did go on a bit. I do apologise.
That's up, you towel.
So you want this back door, didn't you?
Do you want it in the back door, mate?
Well, okay.
What are you talking about? Okay. Not everything I say is sexually charged and in innuendo.
Who said I'm talking about what you're talking about?
Oh. It's like dealing with my daughter, man.
Stroppy teenagers, mate. They're all like it.
Like you weren't a stroppy teenager once.
Oh, see, look, defensive. Can't let that go, can he?
No,
Here,
can't.
go on. And again.
No, we're
That
gonna have
was
to work this. We're gonna have to sweat this one out.
pig
Here
awful,
come the
that shot,
sweaty
wasn't it?
goals.
Oh.
Oh, Enzo.
I've left them go. It's my fault, man. I let him go.
Give the Gabe and
Right.
give the Jay.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We Taylor Swift it and we shake it off.
Shake it off. Shake.
So you just buy a couple of centre backs, then, yeah.
I reckon, mate. I don't know. It's difficult at the moment. Centre midfield, Tango and Ndombele looks like it's going to be the next big thing, and for us, Mourinho just won't give him much of a chance. Dele Alli, I think he's when he's not sidetracked by all this modelling and Calvin Klein boxers promotions that he does.
Yeah, but do you know what? If his
He's
money,
a
if he's
top
making his
talent.
money elsewhere, you can't. Like, do you know what I mean?
Then, if he's making his money elsewhere, don't put himself up available to play for the club. Because if you're not concentrating on playing for the club, what are you doing on the pitch? Why are you there?
You can do both.
If you're making your money elsewhere, why are you on the pitch at Tottenham and not playing properly?
You could do both, Ash.
Well, he can't.
Yes, but he can't because he's doing both and not playing very well.
True.
I mean, if your head's not there, your head's not there, is it? You know what I mean? And he needs to. Oh, you arsehole.
Do you want my opinion?
Go on.
Sell him.
I think he was a Pochettino man and not happy to be a Mourinho man. So
Mate,
I don't think a Mourinho could do anything to change that. I think he was a Pochettino man. He played his best football under Pochettino, and Pochettino got him from MK, made him who he is. So I
Crazy to
think,
think that he came from MK.
yeah, mate, we signed him for $5 million.
I know.
Hence the song.
Be nice to see MK get a sell on.
Oh, he's off. He's off. He's not offside. Oh, I thought the lino weren't going to put his flag up there. He was about to go over and snap it sideways and stick that some. No.
Stick that some bit sideways and stick it straight up. I'm allowed to. There you go, Ashley. That Ross, that was a little rock thing. A little wrestling thing, yeah?
Yeah, I
When
do
wrestling
realise.
was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, mate. What the fuck is going on?
Mate, I'm going to be 10-4 at this rate.
10-4?
10-4. No, tin, the metal.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
gold, silver, bronze.
Oh, right, yeah. Fuck, yeah.
Mate.
You hate it when you got to explain a joke.
You sure you hit him with a stunner, Chris?
Ooh,
What?
ref.
A stunner? Do you know what that is? WWE, you know?
Does he
Yeah,
know
when-
what a stunner is? Oh my god.
Just
Pretty
saying.
sure I stunned Ashley a couple of times.
Pretty sure Ashley tasted upon me once.
Twice, 3 times maybe.
A lady.
Yeah, mate.
Go on. Aw.
Thought I was dead.
Sorry.
Nah. Bounce off the concrete, mate. Because I'm done. So what era of WWE would you like to wrestle in?
Sorry?
None, because it's fake.
Oh, well done.
What was the question?
What era, yeah, of wrestling would you like to have been in?
Been in? Well, my favourite was either Attitude, which went from what, 97 to 2001? Something like that, 2000?
Something like that.
And then the one after that, which was your Ruthless Aggression, which was just violent.
That, yeah, or as it's formerly known, the Benoit era.
The heat.
Mate, that man, like, honestly, like he's like 50 and he goes around like clubs
Who,
and stuff.
Benoit? Benoit?
Oh, no.
Benoit's,
Yeah.
Benoit's dead, mate.
I was thinking of Van Dam, but still,
I was going to say, Benoit's dead. He killed his family, killed his kids, and then committed
Oh, it's
suicide.
not a penalty, ref, man.
Benoit's been gone a long time. But anyway, so you're talking about Rob Van Dam, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just seen it. I see him in clubs and hanging out with models, and it's just like,
Do you
mate,
know
you're
what?
40.
Do you know what's really sad? I was watching The Wrestler the other night. You know the Mickey Rourke film,
Yeah.
right? And I've seen it twice. The first time I watched it, I thought, and then the second time I watched it, I was like, wow, that's really what it's like for an out of date wrestler, or even any sort of sportsman, isn't it? Like, I mean, wrestling's fake, blah blah blah, but you know, if you're not wanted by the sport,
problem with it being, it's alright being fake as long as it's good, but it's fake and it's crap. It's honestly the worst wrestling I've ever seen at the moment. Some of the wrestlers are some of the best, but the
today,
stories
are
are
you talking
crap.
about today?
Yeah, the stories are crap. The matches are not very good.
But the thing
because
is,
they're all- Vince
but
McMahon loves his big beefy men, doesn't he?
Mr. Beefy. Say it. Mr. Beefy.
We are 3-1 down here with 12 minutes to play.
My best finish in squad battles, chat, is Elite 1.
Well, he thought he got his team back in it, but he wasn't expecting the keeper to do that.
Always finish in Silver 1. Lower the difficulty and smash it every single time.
Or play more games. I could lose 40 games and still finish higher than Silver 1.
Yeah, we'll play.
You could lose 40 games.
He got
and you
Ramos
will
last week. Okay, what's his squad like, big man? What's his squad like?
Who? What? Who's he
He's
shouting
talking
at?
to his chat. No, because we're streaming.
Well, I'm not watching this one.
No, but you're not the only one that watches.
Oh, right. Well, I don't watch it anyway.
Well,
Yeah, I
Derek, the
do.
chip was always on. Keeper caught in no man's land, but it's still a
Damn
difficult
it.
skill, and it's a lovely finish.
This is my last one, I think. I can't play anymore.
It is.
Albeit from a different angle.
Okay. So, Chris, what you saying? What's your era?
The two eras, mate. I think it's not an era. It's the years that I was watching it. So, for me, as a kid fan, you had the Attitude Era, and that was all about Rock and Steve Austin and DX,
Ken Shamrock.
Ken Shamrock and stuff like that, right? And
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun, and
The
it was
Headbangers.
interesting. Yeah, man. And it was interesting because you had another company going with it as well, going against WWF at the time.
Ah, the Monday Night Wars.
Yeah, man, that was a lot of fun to watch. And when I do pick up the WWE network and I do watch it, they're the type of things that I watch myself. And then when I'm watching, it's the kind of thing that I would show Corey and go, "This is what it used to be like. Isn't it much better?" You know.
It's not difficult. You could literally put two plasticine models in the middle of the ring and say this is what it could be. Isn't it much better?
Sometimes I play 40 games, chat. Sorry to talk over there, Chris.
Oh, all right, mate. You're looking talking over me. Oh, yeah.
For me,
Absolutely amazing.
Mate, what a pantering little winter that was. I finished on 400 points. Got to get me Elite one time.
Well, they can keep possession now.
But yeah, different eras for different times for different reasons, I think.
I agree. And that's the end of our squad battle for this week. It was short but sweet, Chris. Well, it wasn't actually very sweet, was it? Let's be honest.
Oh, you're not playing anymore?
I am, but... I just run a 75 rated player. 75 plus rated rare player.
I don't play
no,
Foot Champ, so I'm not good enough
one
for
more,
that.
actually. I've got one more.
You got one more, have you?
Yeah, I've got...
I have 111,000 now. So Bamian goes for 36,000.
Nice. I've got the featured squad. Or I've got your featured squad. I've not played it, so. But what I want to do is I want to see. Right, before I do that, I just want to see. Are you going to play on your own, actually, or what are you doing?
If you want to play your last one, it's up to you.
Well, I'm not going to get Elite 1, so I'm not going to bother playing it. No point. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I play one game, see if I get the extra point, the icon swap. Then it's worth me sweating it out. So I've got to win 3 matches to get the last icon swap, and then I can have my 25. What have I got? I just got excited. I thought I had 12 packs in the thing. 12
You wish.
Well, you can't come much closer to scoring than that.
So yeah, I want to see if I can do it. I don't suppose you can give an answer.
I haven't, unfortunately, no.
Right, so world class. I've played my 40 matches.
The poll is well underway.
You've got people. Yeah. So
It's well underway. It's very, very, very close at the moment.
Can you put my vote in for me, Ashley? I think Liverpool win the league again.
If you go on the stream, it comes up on the screen as you're watching. You just tick the box.
Yeah,
pick the box you want to pick.
Listening to my
Don't like listening to me. Well, why are you in a party with me then?
See, now that's where you're angry, because I never said you, I said me.
Yeah, I hate the sound of my own voice too, mate. So I understand where you're coming from.
I said,
it's not walkout.
Huh?
It is boards, however. Senegalese goalkeeper for Ajax. Onana, isn't it? That's it. 84 rated Onana.
Oh no,
What's my name?
We all fucking did that.
Every stream, you guys get a free sing song. I give nothing but presents and gifts out to you people.
You're right, if you could fucking see.
Will Grigg is on fire.
Your defense is terrified.
Your defence is terrified of Bob Burnham? Who the hell's Bob Burnham?
Dunno, mate. It's some muppet.
81. Oh, have you seen the promo pack, Chris?
No.
Oh,
yeah,
81 plus rare players 7 pack.
Yeah, I did see it.
Oof.
Defense is
Oof.
terrified.
Oof.
Can you stop oofing it? It feels weird.
Oof! So, are you not playing now, no?
No, because I'm not going to reach Elite 1. If I had enough points, I'd bash it, I'd play it, but I'm not going to reach Elite 1. No. See, look, you keep making it sound like I'm innuendoing, and I'm not. It's just the way I speak, man.
Fair enough. Well, I'll jump straight in against hashtag United, or if they actually know.
You know what I mean,
FC.
Your defence is terrifying.
Oh, I forgot you had games, Ross. Hold on, I'll come back then.
You blew him out. Nah.
I thought he played all his games.
Nah.
Didn't ask.
Didn't ask.
Played 28 out of 40. I don't know if I'm going to make it to Elite 1. I probably won't, but hey, it is what it is.
Hey, yo. I'm tired of using technology.
Won't you sit on top of me? Hey.
Wow.
What?
Oh, the poll is very, very close.
Don't want to think about it. Don't want to talk about it. Tell me, is this strange? Is this what's been going down? Is this how we say goodbye?
Have you finished?
That's a completely different
Are
song.
you joining?
You haven't invited
You
me?
Yes, I have.
Well, I'm waiting for the notification. Waiting for the notification. So you have got me.
You might get an invite at the end of that game, Chris.
Oh, cool.
Oh, there you go. Atta boy, Ashley.
I've forgotten to put one thing in. Let's change this. What's the time?
What have you forgotten?
Forgot to put my countdown timer in.
Your defense is terrified.
Let's just correct that.
Don't want to tell me is this stretch? Oh, I can't do it. Justin Timberlake, no. Go away. High pitch mode.
I wouldn't bother doing it again.
Well, Justin Timberlake.
Justin jumping the lake, mate.
That's
Justin
pretty good
jumping
for
the
you,
lake,
Chris.
yeah.
I'll give you that one.
Mate, that's been my line for years. I can't stand the guy.
Why? Go on. What's the reason?
I just.
You do talk about some random shit, don't you?
I think it's just because of the type of music I listen to, actually, Ross. At the end of the day, I tend to think that people like that are manufactured and they are told how to be, and they sing the songs they're told to sing the way they're told to sing them.
You better be on point here, Russ. I'm having an abysmal Super Sunday so far with 2 hours 34 minutes left on the clock.
So you're doing terrible, and you tell me to set my game up.
So I'm saying you better be on point, mate, because I think you might need to carry me.
Because I'm going to kick your ass.
I mean, you can try.
Oh, don't kick your ass!
What's happening with Newcastle? Are they getting relegated?
Not a lot, mate.
Do you know what? I hate Newcastle. I think Newcastle are the worst Premier League team ever.
Okay, Chris, explain your point.
Ever.
Explain your
Sorry?
point.
Explain my point.
Yes, please, sir.
How would you like me to explain it? They're just awful. They don't deserve to be a Premier League team, yet they are. Right? They've got this massive fan base, and yet they're still a shit football team. They've got all this history that would tell you that they are this massive football team, but they're not. They're just dog shit. They're just awful, and I think they're the worst Premier League team of all time. They don't deserve to be there. I think they suck. That's it. They couldn't sign a decent player if they had to. Their owner, please stay owner of Newcastle. Don't please take over Ipswich. I'd rather Marcus Evans, to be fair. And that's saying something. Yeah, that's that.
Mate, tell me to the game up. I'll see you up for both goals. What are you saying?
No, you scored the second.
It's all the same. Actually, done.
What?
You know it makes sense. Ow.
So yeah, thanks for that, Ashley. Ross, you sent me on a tangent, mate.
Mate, love it. It adds content.
I just cannot stand Newcastle as a team in the Premiership.
I reckon we should do a stream where we
Play football teams. I'm down for that.
maybe just
It'd be
ran
better
it.
if we were all like sat in a room and did like a proper podcast.
That
rather
would be
than
better.
Boris
the only
found
one
out
that would
that.
actually, the only one that would actually be seen is me,
Why would that be the case?
because you guys don't have cameras.
I can do it. I've got a camera.
Yeah, sure you can.
There's only a Zoom. It's only a Zoom call, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is true.
So
Mate, them and Sunderland, mate. I just think Newcastle have got
Have you
this.
got a problem with just tying them weird side?
No, not at all, mate. Not at all. I just think it's like.
Next is going to be Borough.
They're
Durham.
awful
Even if
teams.
I don't think Durham have got a football team, so I don't know where I'm going with that.
I don't know. I just think they've got this Premier League status and they're not worthy of it. I think that's what my issue is.
Newcastle, I think that's a bit harsh on them. I mean, Sunderland are just pig awful.
No,
But
I don't think it is. I don't think it is harsh of them. They buy it. No, it's not harsh of them. They're awful. They're awful, mate. And the only reason that
what about the Keegan days? Alan Shearer, people like that. You don't think they deserve a Premier League status after having teams like that?
No.
Fabrizio Comagini, or whatever his name was.
No.
Shay Given.
Nobody's debating that they have had.
Nobby Solano.
Mate, you can reel off legends all day long, but there's just at this point in time, Newcastle United disgust me, and they are not a Premier League team. They're not even close to being a Premier League team. But because there are poorer teams in the Premier League at this point in time, they're going to stay up.
So how's that their fault?
Because I don't like them. That's it.
Oh,
It's been a long time since I've seen a good Newcastle side, mate. Yeah?
that's your rant
what?
off, though.
You what? I don't know. That's alright, just drop it on the side, it's fine.
Great, Greg.
Waggy.
Good night, Tia. I love you.
Night.
Love you. Ross says good night. She's too old for you, Ross.
Too old?
Yeah,
How old's here?
15.
Too old.
Maths.
Ross is like 11. Oh no, he's not, is he? No, he's not. I apologise, Ross. I got the age wrong, I apologise. She's too young for you. Stay well clear. I kill you.
Fuck's sake.
I was just saying goodnight for the meme, but okay.
Oh, you're a nice boy. I like a nice boy. Be a nice boy.
Mate, I'm a fucking awesome boy, mate. Straight up.
Oh, just gave you a compliment and you had to ruin it for yourself, didn't you?
Yeah, mate, you know me. Oi, oi.
Your defence is terrifying.
Actually, shoot!
You shout at me.
Will Griggs on fire.
My
Will
world
Griggs.
is on fire.
I want to say Will Griggs. Who's Will Griggs?
Will Griggs, was he Republic of Ireland? Northern Ireland striker that played for Wigan Athletic in the 2018 World Cup rolled around. I remember standing in Macauley's in Liverpool City Centre, right? There's a good 400 of us, and we were all going, Will Griggs on fire, and then all this beer is just going flying.
Fucking jobs. So anyway, do you think that my rant about Newcastle United is justified? And
No.
why not? Why?
No.
I don't think it's fair on Newcastle. I think they had their heyday, yes. They've had their heyday for now, and who knows, in years to come it may happen again, but it could happen for anyone. But they had their heyday. I don't think it's fair to say that they're not a Premier League team. Yes, they're having their struggles. But they're a big name in football when you think of the names that have gone through the club over the years.
Mate, my comments
position
are
they were
literally
in
going
the early
from
90s.
36, but like I
Yeah,
can't
but
read
I'm
them.
not being funny. Every club. Oh my
Sunderland are pig awful, and they play at the Stadium of Shite. So there's your sign.
God. No. See, you can't, because they have.
Well, here's the
No.
replay. It's a really
No.
lovely through ball.
Sorry.
And when he gets through to the
I just
keeper,
have this
he just
issue with
trusts it
Newcastle.
past him,
I
gives
don't know
him
what
no
it is.
chance to
Well, I
think.
do know.
Oh,
what
we
it
know
is.
you have an issue in Newcastle.
I just
I'd have never
think-
guessed.
Mate, honestly, it's like that Lee Dixon thing again.
Don't get me started on Lee Dixon.
Oh,
my
no.
God.
Actually,
my God.
Toluca. Okay.
Well, the pass not finding
Hey, my comments are going off. You
I
guys
saw
are going
a,
crazy tonight. Hang on.
I saw a post on Facebook. I got really bad heartburn. Oh,
You want a Rennie, Ashley? I've got loads.
yeah, please, mate. Love one right now. I was going to say, I saw a post on a particular social media site, the one I'm actually on, so I can say it, Facebook,
You prick.
earlier this evening.
Yeah.
And the caption at the top said, Good evening, I'm Derek Ray and I'm joined by Lee Dixon. And then there was a picture of Clive Tildesley and Andy Gray. No, Andy Gray, who's the other one? Alan something, the Arsenal striker.
Alan Smith.
Alan Smith, that's it.
Mate,
Yeah.
And underneath that picture then said, you don't know what you've got till it's gone.
I'll pay you
And it was-
£10. I'll pay you
It rung
£10
so
to
true.
put on that thing. Shut up, Lee Dixon. We have got to get hashtag Shut up, Lee Dixon going.
Let's do it. People watching the video, if you do watch it over the next few days and you see this bit, hashtag Lee Dixon, and also hashtag Jimmy needs an icon.
yes,
Jimmy
that's
put up,
it,
people.
boy. Jimmy
He
needs an
needs
icon.
I'm sorry, but you said it wrong. It's not hashtag Lee Dixon, it's hashtag Shut up, Lee Dixon.
Oh yeah, that would be the wrong kind of hashtag. Hashtag shut up Lee Dixon.
But that's
And
the,
hashtag
that's the
And
Jimmy
important
Bullard
one.
needs an icon.
That's the
And
important one.
hashtag bring back Clive Tildesley and Alan Smith.
Let's also start a petition to get Newcastle eliminated from the Premier League. Just
Okay,
on the
Chris, that's it.
grounds.
Shooting for the stars, mate. Shooting for the stars.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, it's better to shoot for the stars and come up short.
exactly.
Mate, I got.
That's all I'm going to say on that.
I mean, I don't even think I was exaggerating when I said I think they're the worst Premier League club of all time. Just hate them so much. Don't even know
Okay,
why.
Christopher.
Don't tell me to calm down. It's how I feel.
Well, I'm telling you to calm down, Christopher, because you're getting aggressive. And we don't
Not.
appreciate that on our streams. My hands in a bit.
Oh, it's our streams now.
Well, me and Ashley. You don't stream. You could do. I reckon you'd be great at it.
Oh, look at you with the personal, with the positive reinforcement. Why do you think I'll be good at it, Ross?
Because, you know, babe, you know a lot about football.
Well, I probably
I
wouldn't
think
do-
people would just tune in to see you lose your temper if you lose a game.
That
and
as
break
well.
your
That as well. That's
Never
a
like-
I think that's TV gold in itself.
that's market on YouTube, mate. Everything's market on there. There's always a community for something. Trust me, always. Always.
You love that finish. There's community just for that finish. Speaking of communities, Facebook page, the Squad in Squad Eyes.
There should
Ash-
be a
Head over there
community
and give it a
for
like.
Dixon.
It's for all of us to chat about gaming and all things Squad Eyes and whatever you want to chat about. Really, it's just a community page for all the fans of my page. Head over there, give us a like.
I would love to hear someone who's not a Sunderland fan express their hate for Newcastle United. You know, you can't express your hate for Newcastle United if you're a Sunderland
I mean, I hate Newcastle United because they beat us 5-1 on the last day of the season.
but you still think they're worthy of the Premier League place.
I mean, they beat us 5-1 on the last day of the season. I mean, anyone can beat us 5-1 at the moment, so no, probably not. Because we are terrible, terrible.
I mean, I'd rather have
terrible.
Norwich in the Premier League than Newcastle.
I like Norwich.
No, let's not go that far.
I know, I'm joking.
Oh, you're offside.
I've got a mate that's a Norwich fan,
Right.
and we've had some good banter over Tottenham Norwich games over the years. When we both used to live in Clacton, he lives in Cambridge now, and obviously I'm up here. And we used to have some good banter. We used to play darts together, and we just ripped the shit out of each other if one of our teams had lost. We met up on the Thursday for our darts games.
So,
And
if you both lost, which you probably did, how would that... Your team shit.
which is-
your team shit. Your team shit.
Exactly.
You lost 3-0.
Exactly, and if both teams lost, whoever lost by the most had to buy the first round. Simple as that. Wrong one.
Awkward as Spurs
And,
going a little inch.
if you both didn't lose, it was whoever lost bought the first round. Great. No, that's a good last. But we used to work together as well back in the days of Mackie Diesler. And
So
Which is-
you're publicly announcing the fact that you like a Norwich fan.
I have a friend that's a Norwich fan. Yes, I don't say I like Norwich. No way. There's only one team in the east of England that I like, and that's the Eagles all the way up the Ouse.
Ashley, it's time for a... Sue!
My team in the east of England and my home team will always will be Colchester United.
I got slapped by a
England.
Colchester United fan.
You got slapped by a Colchester United fan?
Yeah, it's not
Why?
Super Sunday bingo this story, did you know?
I've told this story so many times. Yes,
Right,
I was
okay.
slapped in the face by an old lady at a Colchester
Oh,
United,
yeah.
and she got arrested. The steward arrested her. The steward called the police over and the police arrested her.
You traumatised, Chris.
I thought it was hilarious. I didn't appreciate
Oh, I'm in!
I decided
I've
to
got over-
spear the defender.
Once I
Spear
got
him, you
over
2 foot him
myself,
in the chin.
Same
once
thing.
I've got over the fact that I'd been slapped, I thought it was quite funny. Cheeky bitch. You know?
Murray. Crossing opportunity. Vincent Young. Murray.
It was also the day after we sacked George Burley,
Can he finish?
and being an old Cole U manager,
Out of position and the
I was getting stick from about all 40 of the Colchester United fans in the ground.
40? Shut up.
1.
good pressure to win the ball back.
40.
No, it's
But that'd
probably
been back in the
about
days
40.
of Layer Road.
It was
40.
Layer Road, mate. It was Layer Road.
Layer Road was... I still stand by it now. I've been to a few stadiums for a few different games of football. I've been to Premier League at Wembley. I've been to Premier League at White Hart Lane. I've been to Champions League and Europa League at White Hart Lane.
Including me and you, Derek. Think
And I've never experienced anything like the atmosphere at Layer Road. It was special. It was a special, special place. And there was nothing better than standing in the corner singing Chopra Chopra, what's the score, after you've just come back and beat Cardiff 3-2 in the corner of Layer Road, and you're standing there pointing at Michael Chopra singing Chopra Chopra, what's the score.
And then the sheer power of the strike.
Honestly, mate, that place will always have a special, special place in my heart. I went to my first ever football game there with my granddad, and it was one of the best experiences of my life.
Yes, Bill.
That's nice, mate. That's nice. My favourite ground I've ever been to is Selhurst Park. Selhurst Park.
Selhurst Park, the former
Yeah, mate. I love it. I don't know
co-home
why.
of Crystal Palace and Wimbledon.
Former, yeah, but it's obviously it's just Crystal Palace now, isn't it? But so it was. I think it was the year before Palace got promoted, right? And I got to see Wilfried Zaha in the Championship because it was Ipswich Palace.
Oh dear, I bet you got turned over, wasn't it?
And that's 2-2. We played them off the park, mate. They got 2 lucky goals. But anyway, and it just felt like an old ground. And it is an old ground, but it felt like that. Like it's in the middle of a council estate.
That
And
is good.
it's like, oh, it's just, I can't explain it. It's
There's
brilliant.
something about those old, small, closed-in stadiums, mate. You'll never experience anything
Yeah,
like it.
it's the atmosphere, mate. It's
And then the little dink is
you've
I
got
think
to
the
go
biggest
to some-
crowd I ever had at Layer Road would have been the last ever game at Layer Road. I was there. I got interviewed on Sky Sports News for it.
Did ya? Have you got video
Yeah, mate.
footage of that?
It's probably about somewhere, I would have thought.
Oh,
Me
mate,
and
that
Harry
was...
are on Sky Sports News and ITV. We got interviewed by loads of people that day. We went because I was a season ticket holder when that all went on.
What are they like? We need to find the most riff-raffy people we could find.
We need to
No,
find the
we-
poorest
How did it come
people.
about?
Just queuing up to get into the ground, mate, and then
What
they were
did
just
they
interviewing
ask you?
people. Just like, what did we think about leaving Layer Road? What did we think about the future at the new stadium? That sort of thing. What's your fondest memory at Layer Road and stuff like that? And for me, it would have to be the day they scored the goal. That it was the I can't remember who it was against, but we won, and that meant we had to go away and beat. I think it was Gillingham to go up into the Championship, and they did a TV showing, and we watched the Gillingham game. Not the Gillingham, yeah, I'm sure it was Gillingham, and we beat Gillingham to go up into the Championship, mate. And honestly, it was fucking electric. That season and the seasons in the Championship.
the season you went up to the championship as well, you had a half-decent squad as well, didn't you? Because you were on
Yeah,
the brink of the playoffs at one point.
Lovely attacking start.
first season they finished at 8th, I think it was. 8th,
Yeah,
9th.
man.
They finished top
I
half.
remember,
first
and it was
season, and then got relegated.
who were the players?
Greggy
you sold them-
Alford, Cole
That's it.
Dougid,
Yeah, man.
Kevin Lisby, Clive Platt, Teddy Sheringham. Who was the left winger?
Yeah, but they weren't the out. Who were the players that you sold? Because you sold a load on, and that's why you got relegated, wasn't it?
It was Clive Platt, Kevin Lisby, Teddy Sheringham, Cole Dougid, Greggy Halford, Pat Baldwin.
No.
Mate, they were so good. Honestly, I loved that couple of seasons.
I mean, the season Ipswich got promoted, right? In 2000, I won't ever forget it, mate. That was the 1 year I followed Ipswich up and down, and then I tried to follow them in the Premiership, but it was too expensive. But I did get home and away tickets to Inter Milan in the UEFA Cup. That was cool.
Fair enough. I bet that was cool.
That's the one time I've ever seen a big club at like a
I'm trying to think
big.
when this was now. What season was Cole U in the Championship?
That was
05?
2004, 2005.
Because obviously it was Big Philly P in charge, wasn't he? He was the gaffer at the time.
Can't
Phil
remember.
Parkinson. Mate, Parky's Blue in my army. I'm trying to think who we had. I'm sure we had people like Kem Izzet and that still.
There was. You were on the brink of the playoffs, and you just had one or two players that just kept popping up. Dean Gherkin was in goal, I'm sure.
Yeah, Dean Gherkin and Mark Cousins was the second keeper.
And I'm trying to think of who the defender was. You had one particular defender that just seemed to stand out. He had a good side, but
Pat Baldwin was a solid centre back. I think it was a bit too early for George Elokobi.
yep, I don't know. I don't think it's him. I mean, you might have already said it, but it just doesn't really ring a bell. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But mate, I mean that team to come up from. Because you did a double promotion, didn't you?
No, it weren't 05, 06. It was 06, 07.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the year. It's the year Brighton Hove Albion were relegated to League One. Now look at them flying.
Oh, they're doing all right.
I mean, getting relegated to League One and then finding yourselves in the Prem is always a good effort. So it's 05,
It's
06
a done
when they
thing
went
now.
up.
Everyone's done it.
Yeah, sorry Ross, I know you're waiting. 05, 06 was the year they went up. So 06, 07. Let's go back to the top. Yeah, and then I don't know, just second season. I think we were flying high on the coattails of getting the promotion for the first season.
I just remember you sort of just cashing in on a lot of players, and obviously that you just didn't have the strength and depth to stay up. But
It was George Elokobi.
Was it?
John White. Yeah, John White. Wayne Brown, what a player.
He came to Ipswich. He was at Ipswich before he came to you.
Johnny Jackson, Carl Duguid, Kem Izzet, Robbie King, Anthony Wordsworth was quality.
Oh mate,
Chris
he came to Ipswich.
Uwalumo. Chris Uwalumo.
Man,
What an
Alumo,
A
that's
player.
him. That's him. That's who I'm thinking of. Chris Uwalumo.
quality striker.
Who did you sell him to?
I'm not sure.
Wigan
Sheffield
comes
United,
to
I
mind.
think, or Wigan, yeah, somewhere like that. Well, yeah, but that
Yeah.
was when we had like Jamie Curran, Chris Lumo, Jamie Guy, Kevin McLeod. They were quality players.
I mean, it's nice. It's nice when a local club does good.
I think that was the season we sold Greg Halford.
And Alumo.
No, we sold him second season, Uwalumo, I think. Chris Robert Uwalumo.
And the thing is, it weren't like a great deal of money, was it? Either it was like good money for you guys because of who you were and where you were.
He scored 35 goals in 92 games for Colchester United.
Is that a good record?
For a league like that, I think that's not bad going. For a team like Colchester United to have a player that puts that many goals in. When he went to Charlton Athletic and scored 10, went to Wolves and scored 14.
I think around that time you had a lot of managers looking for a player that could be...
Yeah, but then when we got rid of people like Uwalumo, we got Kevin Lisby, Clive Platt and Teddy Sheringham in.
I wonder what his wage was like. Nothing.
Teddy, oh mate, I'll never forget running across the pitch with my Cole U shirt in my hand, Teddy Sheringham saying hello, shaking my hand and signing it. One of the best days of my life. Just purely, not just a Cole U basis, but a Spurs basis as well. And then, obviously, I was lucky enough to see him play for Cole U, and then I was lucky enough, again, to see him play for Tottenham in the Ledley King testimonial.
I asked Teddy Sheringham to sign my Stevenage program.
Charlie Sheringham, what a player! I signed him on FM, Charlie Sheringham. He became my top scorer in the Premier League.
So I took Corey to watch Stevenage versus I think it was Lincoln. It might have been Oxford. And the game was manic, mate. It was like 7-5 or something like that. It was blatantly FIFA. Right. It was awful. It was an awful game of football, but there were a lot of goals. Right? And Teddy Sheringham was manager of Stevenage at the time. And at full time, I walked over to where he was standing. I said, "Do you want to sign my? Can you sign my program?" And he was like, "No, not really." I was like, "Fuck you, man!" Like, dude, I liked you. I reckon you should get an icon card. You're that good. And now I think you're a prick.
Oh, mate,
Right.
not me.
Oh,
I mean,
no,
I
you
was
was clanging his balls, mate. You loved them.
I was like 17, 18.
Well, it came to nothing in the end.
Probably. I don't know.
Well, it's still behind Derek.
And I just went out, he turned around, he went, "Yeah, of course, mate." He said hello, shook my hand, signed my shirt.
To be that good.
And
And the Raiders moving the ball forward.
oh, it was unbelievable. The winger was Medialito. And he had like 499 pace. It was insane.
Opportunity it is.
Like he picked the ball up on the left wing, mate, and he made Lair Road look like a curb. He went down it that quick.
That's crazy. Nah, man, it's nice when locals do, like your local team do well. I mean, when Hitchin
It was
drew...
never the same after Lair Road. I mean, I saw one of the greatest goals I've ever seen in person at the Western Homes Community Stadium,
Goal for them here.
which is now just called the. I think it's now just called the Colchester in the Community Stadium.
I think it's a failed attempt at modernising Colchester United as a club. Like, they'll never amount to, like, it's sad. Because I don't hate Colchester at
But
all.
it's like Ipswich, isn't it? When they went up to the Premier League, they revamped the whole shop, didn't they? The whole club shop. They're like, "Yeah, look, we're going to put in a brand new 2-story
Oh, yeah,
Premier
mate.
League level club shop." By the time they finished it and opened it, you were back in the Championship.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that we have Premier League facilities and, you know what I mean, potentially Premier League backing, but we just
Oh,
ain't
that's
there.
not good.
And they could do damage.
You know what
Oh,
I mean?
Ederson's been caught.
That is an audacious chip. Well, he might smile. The
It
goalkeeper
is crazy to
will
think like
encroach
that, you know.
Yeah, it's
Like,
crazy to be
we
fair.
went
No
up,
shortage of goals at this
stayed
stage.
up,
3-1.
not only stayed up, but got European money. We then thought we were this big club and we could sign who we wanted, so we did. And we signed
Finish
some good
it.
players.
Yes.
We signed some great players, but we also signed some fucking pig awful players, mate.
That one's
some
got to be
silly
worth a
money
like
as
in the
well.
chat. What are we saying?
What?
Don't panic. I'm not talking to you. I was talking to the chat.
Um,
Well, let's have a
yeah,
look at that
we signed
replay.
signed
As a
some
defender, all the
awesome,
defenders
but
in the
we
box,
also
you've
signed
got to be a
some
pessimist. You've got to expect
Twash.
something bad to happen. It's back off the
quash,
keeper,
as
and now
Ross
it's in the
likes
back
to
of the
say.
net.
I remember going to Tottenham, not Tottenham, Colchester United Crystal Palace at Layer Road.
Oh, been away from me.
It was I think it was a Tuesday night kickoff. It was a league game on a Tuesday night, and me and a couple of lads that we used to go and watch the football. Me and Harry used to go and meet a couple of lads down at you remember the pub at the end of the road? Obviously, we couldn't go in it, we couldn't drink in it, but we met a few mates who got a train over to Colchester there, and it was Crystal Palace at Layer Road. And James Scowcroft was playing up front for Crystal Palace, and he missed an open goal from 3 yards out. And then we were sat outside the stadium after the game, I think we were waiting for a cab back to the station. Or we were waiting for something, I can't remember what. And he comes walking out the stadium, or out the ground. Fucking stadium, they wish at that point. And I sat there and went, "You're shit at Crystal Palace and you were fucking shit at Ipswich. Now get out of Colchester."
Mate, he was a legend at Ipswich. The only place he was any good was Ipswich.
He looked at me, laughed, and went, "You're not worth a response," and walked off.
It's like, yeah, I've made millions of pounds playing a sport you can't play. You know what I mean? Like,
honestly, mate, it was so funny. We were cracking up. But then we were cocky teenagers going to watch the lads play football. You know, we were little hooligans and such. Not like violent hooligans, but we'd open our mouth at our first chance, and that'd be about it.
I remember.
Oh dear.
I remember once. Who did I go with? I went with.
The hosts have had the lion's share of possession. If you have that much of the ball, you can put pressure.
Can't remember who it was with. Think it was my little brother Lee, not Lee, you know, but my
not
dad.
Lee, the other Lee. Yeah, I know the other Lee. I've not met him, but I know there's another Lee.
Yeah, and he was young at the time, and I took him to Ipswich, and we watched. I'm going to make it up. We watched Ipswich and Crew. Something like that. Anyway, and
Ipswich have played Crew 400 times in your memory this week.
mate, yeah, for sure. And Richard Wright had come back on loan, right? We took him back on loan, and I had a pair of goalie gloves because if you remember, actually, I used to play in goal. And I was pretty good.
Yes.
I was all right. And I asked him. Now I swear to God, I asked him. I said, "Would you sign my goalie glove?" And he went, "If you fucking ask nicely, I'll sign your goalie glove." I said, "I did ask nicely," and he refused point blank to sign my goalie glove.
I just think people don't want to sign their autograph for you, mate.
I just think... Rico did. Rico signed my shirt, and then Mum washed it. Remember queuing for hours for that.
I've still got it here in my house. It's in my wardrobe. I'll never get rid of it. The team that played the last ever game at Layer Road.
Yeah.
Teddy Sheringham, Mehdi Alito, people like that. I've got all their signatures on the white away shirt for Colchester United for that season. With Tamar Energy right across the front of it. I've got all of the last ever game at Layer Road. It's folded up in my wardrobe. It has been since the day it was signed. It's still got the tea stain right down the front of it from when I spilt my cup of tea when we scored. Like, and it's never been washed, it's never been touched. It's literally got folded up, put in my wardrobe, it's gone everywhere with me since.
I just remember. Again, it was Colchester Tottenham friendly, right? And I went with a few. Do you want a ticket to the? Yeah, I'll go. And I went if I go, I want to see if I can get Tarico to sign my shirt. And all of my mates were like, all the players that play for Spurs, and you want Tarico to sign your shirt? It's like, yeah, he's an Ipswich legend, mate. Absolute Ipswich legend. And
Yeah,
like,
then again, I suppose they all supported Premier League teams.
yeah.
Majority, not in a funny way. Majority of people do, unless you find your like local hardcore supporters like yourself. You know, you and your brother and everyone was Ipswich, and you always followed Ipswich. But a lot of people that don't follow local teams will go for someone in the Premier League. Like me, I went with Tottenham because of my mum's boyfriend when I was growing up was a Spurs fan.
Mate, FIFA 10 came about. I was a Liverpool fan, mate. Vanilla Torres, mate. He was my dude.
Don't make me slap you with a wet fish.
Mate, don't think you realise, mate.
But yeah, if going back to what you were saying, Chris, Tarico being an Ipswich legend, you're gonna want his signature.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to mean more. Like, none of the others are going to mean as much because none of them have got that attachment to being an Ipswich player.
Like you said, so you ran up to Tarico, blah blah, sharing them, and he got you.
Honestly, mate, I've never run so fast before, then, since,
and ever again. Yeah. And it was like, and they were like, "You want Tarico's?" I said, "More than anything, mate, I want Tarico's signature. He is an absolute don. He is an absolute legend in Ipswich shirt."
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, and then I was like, "Mate, he scored. He beat Man United single-handedly. He got himself sent off for he got himself sent off for tackling Roy Keane. Like, he's an absolute legend.
Good keeping.
And he's
that's poor from me. I can only apologise.
I thought it was great.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. I remember meeting Kasper Schmeichel when he was a youngster.
Did ya? That's cool. But
I had his signature in one of my programmes somewhere.
Yeah, and I'm like...
Now he's a Premier League winner.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
I think the only sports person I've met, Frank Bruno. Remember a few times, actually. Yeah. He remembered me one year, and he asked me how I was.
What, like he went, "Oh, you're Ross."
No, he was like, "I remember you, you're Ross." I suppose what you just said, but he was just like, "Oh, you're right, mate."
Love it. That's cool, man. That's cool. That's cool.
I've met loads of people, loads of sportsmen, like sportsmen and women and athletes. I've met quite a few. I've met Paula Radcliffe.
Nice. Remember once Matt Holland came to Colbane's and pulled me out of an exam, my GCSE exam, wanted a picture and didn't believe that my name was Chris Holland, so I had to prove it. And he was like, "Well, you're Holland." I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Us Hollands, we're on for great things, you know." I'm like, "Well, you are." So
Does he know?
Well, to be fair, mate, he didn't have a bad career, did he?
To be fair, mate, Matty Holland was quality. I remember going on a school trip to Ipswich Town, and we got a stadium tour, and we played on the training ground outside when that was the training pitch.
Right, Corey, headset, everything off now. It's bedtime. It's like 10 o'clock.
It's mad when you think of some of the...
Give me your phone.
How long ago some of these memories were, though. You think
I'll leave. Yeah, set the alarm on it, and I'll leave it out here.
Me going to Colchester in like 2006. That's my dog. Can everyone hear my dog?
Yeah.
Mate, let's see.
She was asleep.
No, it'll be fine. But yeah, like I think I've met Matt Holland a couple of times. To be honest, I think he did.
Oh, that is pig awful.
Well, I've met Matt Holland a couple of times.
Yes.
But I haven't really met too many people in like a football, in a sporting sense. I met, I can't think of his name, darts player.
Shoot, Ash.
Phil Taylor?
No, I've never met Phil Taylor. I've met two darts players in my time. I've met Bobby George, and I've met
George, Martin Adams.
No, I've met Bobby George. I've met Kevin Painter, and I've met. So that's three.
What's he do for a living?
He doesn't paint. He He's a avid Ipswich fan, and I met him at Portman Road one day. So I met Kevin Painter, and I met Bobby George, and I met a darts player with the mohawk who can't think of his name.
Dave Chisnell.
No.
Peter Snakebite Wright.
Yep, I've met him. My dad's played darts with Peter Wright.
That's mad. I met, well, I say met. I passed Chef Kikuchi in the corridor.
Mate, I love Chef Kikuchi, mate. I remember, you know what, Ipswich, Sheffield United, mate, and at this point, I think I've told you this story on this stream, right?
So it's the first one on Facebook, so the people on Facebook haven't heard it yet, so it's fine.
Well, so it was at a time when Ipswich scored from corners for fun, right? Like 2 minutes in, first half, we started to kick off. And as soon as we got a corner, everyone was up and going, we're going to score in a minute, and all of this and that. And, mate, Coochie's header blasted it into the net. And he ran towards, he didn't run towards me, but he ran to the stand that I was sitting in. And his swan dive was the most terrifying thing I've ever seen. How he didn't kill himself. Like he must have got 6 foot in the air. Like it was just crazy to see. Stupid swan dive, man. And people were like, "You need to stop doing that. You're going to die." And he's like, "No, I'm never going to stop." Like, legend. Love to see it. Love to see him.
I tell you, another striker I used to love at Colchester United was Lemanu Trezor Loa.
Loa, man. He was quality. Again, Newcastle ruined him. There you go. Here's my hatred for Newcastle. Newcastle ruined him.
Can't go far without that hatred for Newcastle seeping out, can we?
No, mate. Definitely not.
And
I'd calm down.
Well done.
Oh.
My bad.
Oh my god, I've just missed the worst. Well, it wasn't my fault, but I've just missed.
But it was. You're the only one on your game now, mate. Can't blame me anymore.
Hold on. How do I pause this and show you? Wait. Accept my video call.
Middle of the game.
Huh? You're gonna have to. Oh, come on, hurry up. Corey, come and see this. This is poor. Well, it's not poor. It's unlucky. Sorry?
I think Roy Keane's just done 2 yellow cards. Oh! He's been straight redded. Whoa!
Why do you do things like that? No, we're
I did
already
not
winning.
expect that to be a straight red.
Accept it actually quickly. I want to show you. No, you wouldn't.
Oh.
Quick, really quick. Hold it. Right, ready? Can you see the screen? No, you can't. Right. Watch. You're not watching.
I saw it.
No, you didn't, because I didn't play it.
I can see. I've seen where you've hit the shot from.
This is bad. Like, I think it's more unlucky than that.
They create for fun and have a lovely attacking style of finishing today as well.
That's poor.
That was unlucky. Hang it up because he's streaming.
That was poor, mate. That was poor. Apologies for the brief pause in the communications there, chat. Not that there is anyone in the chat, but it's fine.
Not sorry about that at all.
That's it. Let's get it out there. Let's share the word. Let's get squad eyes all over the world.
Oh, I met Titus Bramble. How about that? Does that count? There you go. Look, another player that got ruined by Newcastle. And Kieran Dyer.
Ah, Kieran Dyer. What a player. I don't think Kieran Dyer ruined... Newcastle ruined Kieran Dyer. I think Lee Bowyer ruined Kieran Dyer.
No, Kieran Dyer mate, was a legend, bruv.
Can you tell Corey that joke wasn't funny when he said it 3 weeks ago and it's still not funny now?
Oh, Ashley, you are not shooting down my 10-year-old son. I'm not having it. You are not doing it. Nothing, mate. Don't worry about it. Ashley's being mean. Yes, I got your joke, yes.
Again,
About Kieran Dyer.
not funny.
He said Kieran Dyer was
Yeah.
bad at football
Kieran
because he had
Dyer.
Dyer.
Corey, Kieran Dyer scored a goal for Ipswich with a broken leg. He actually did, yep. Google it. Kieran Dyer scored a goal for Ipswich with a broken leg.
Can you say it was his
Another-
bedtime?
We've got another
Don't do it
75
now.
plus rated
Go to
rare
bed,
player
you've got
pack to
scoring
open.
Oh, here
Here
we
we
go.
go. This is not a
Anyway.
walkout. It's
You
not
can
even
hold-
boards.
I've got to win 2 more matches and I'll get my thingy, Ashley. If you want, you can share play my thing and open my...
No, wait for me.
No, I'm not waiting. No, I'm not waiting. Be more interested in your own FIFA, then I'll wait for you. Not so...
Shot side. So we are currently, what we got on the clock? 1 hour, 50 minutes and 28 seconds left of this Squad Battle Sunday. First one on Facebook.
Okay, what icon on the side of it?
I'm not. I'm opening a 2583 rated player pack.
Oh, that please me.
We have gold too.
No.
Alright then. Put them all on your transfer market so I can see.
What, who I get?
Yeah.
Well, they're all untradeable. I'll video it. Right, go to bed. Switch my light off, boy. Oh, actually, before you do, come here. Grab my bottle off the side there.
I just know we just put this in my video.
Well,
So we
how
have
would you feel
no
if I
Roy
cracked your head open?
Keane. So we're going to drop Pogba back and we're going to give
Right,
Hakim
good night.
Ziyech again.
Say goodnight to Ashley and Ross.
Right, guys.
No.
Good Nacht.
Ashley said goodnight in German. He didn't.
Clever
Ross
like
said
that.
goodnight. Ross said goodnight before Ashley did.
Yeah, Ross said it before me.
So as much as I won't let Ashley shoot you shit on you, I won't let you shit on Ross either. Go to bed.
This is turning into a weird video.
Another one. How many weird videos have you got?
Oh, loads, mate.
Love you, son.
Loads.
Turn my light off.
Oh, team of the week. Burnley player.
We are, I am loving the love at the moment. 45 followers now.
What, tonight?
Not tonight, in total now. But I've only been doing Facebook a week. I've done Twitch 3.5 months and I've only got 22. Why I've moved over to Facebook. Because Facebook Gaming's up and new. They're going to look for more and more people, aren't they? So I'm putting all my effort into Facebook at the moment.
Thanks, Derek. I'm sure both. He's got to score.
Oh,
Mate,
that's,
I'm too good. I'm too good, mate. I'm too good.
Chris, that's how you score off the inside of a post, just going to say.
That's the outside of the post, but fuck you.
Michael Owen with the one-arm push-up to celebrate.
I think he could do that in his life. He's so frail, mate.
Delivery into the box, just begging for someone to get on the end of it.
Oh,
And then he
dear,
just
Michael Owen's a
wants to
legend.
read the flight of the ball, doesn't he? Just cushions it beyond the keeper in the end. And that seems to catch him off guard. Nice finish.
So yeah, Newcastle have ruined a lot of players.
Oh, here we go.
It just reminded me.
Robertson.
Yeah, but Mark Owen was a dick when he went to
Oh.
Newcastle.
In fact,
Michael Owen went to Newcastle after his injury. His career was ruined from the injury. It weren't because of where he went or who he played for. He was never... So Alan Smith. Alan Smith was fucking unreal. And then he broke his leg and he was never the same. The injury ruined his career.
Important interception.
I think Newcastle ruined Alan Shearer's career.
But, alright, so... Going back to some big...
They
Oh,
won't
great
let
finish,
people
Ross.
argue with that, is there? You do.
Going back to you saying teams that don't deserve
A Premier League
Premier
spot.
League status.
Go on.
What about teams that aren't in the Premier League that should? Would you not say teams like Sheffield Wednesday?
Oh, mate, absolutely. Like, you look at clubs that are not in the Premier
Coventry
League,
City.
and I'm not going to say Ipswich Town, right? Although
Well, a second goal for them here.
my
I
heart
think
says
Ipswich Town don't. Ipswich Town don't deserve to be in League One. They should be in League Two, but no, they should be in the Championship at least
Right.
and fighting
First
for
of
promotion.
all, keep going the way we're going, and we will be League Two. I think we are a club that should be on the cusp of Premier
that's
League
nearly Route One.
Championship. That's my opinion. But
You
clubs
should be, but I think who was your owner before Marcus Evans? He wasn't owner when you went to the Prem, was he?
No, David Sheepshanks.
Sheepshanks, yeah.
David Sheepshanks was the owner.
I think, unfortunately, a lot of the blame's got to land with your owner.
Yeah, it has, because at the end of the day, the problem is when we was in the Premier League and Sheepshanks was the owner, it was ran by a family, the Cobbold family, right? And they wanted the best for the club. They were Ipswich through and through. I mean, half their stadium is named after the Cobbolds. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's Ipswich through and through. So, whenever they wanted a player, it was discussed. You know, there was a proper system in place where things were discussed, and they trusted managers. And George Burley didn't spend money until he got to the Premier League. The players that we bought, it was such a massive gamble for us to spend £2 million on Marcus Stewart, and look at what a legend he turned out to become for Ipswich.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Sometimes it's those little signings that go under the radar that just explode.
I think back in them days, you actually had to have a good sort of scouting network where you found a couple of players, whereas now, a club like Man City have probably got 200 youngsters on the books, and only 4 or 5 of them are ever going to make it into a regular spot.
It's difficult at the moment.
So when now the manager walks in and they want a war chest to go, to buy the players that they want and blah blah blah. So yeah, I do think Evans has got he's a big responsibility to play in the downfall, but it ain't all him, because it would have been so different if Roy Keane was...
in. Sorry, Chris, carry on. Yeah, again, I think that tied with some unfortunate decisions. And
I don't think they're unfortunate. I think they're completely wrong. I think it's if Sheepshanks would have stayed in charge, right? Say for instance we didn't have him take over, right? What would have happened was Magilton would have kept his job, and 2 or 3 years later we'd have been back in the playoff hunt, pushing for promotion again. But instead, you've had this big guy come in, loads of money, blah blah blah, and he's tried to buy it, and it's failed miserably. And that's the problem.
You say he's tried to buy it. It doesn't feel like he's spent a lot of money though.
The first thing he did was plough 100 million in.
And then sell the stadium. You don't do that, particularly a club like Ipswich. Very much based on their local following.
Yeah. Exactly. So he came in. He ripped the debts off.
My bad, Ross.
Right? He ripped the debts off. I think we owed about £70 million. Ripped the debts off, and then decided to unwrite the debts off and say that we owe Marcus Evans £100 million. So Ipswich Town, the football club, are in debt to their own fucking owner.
That's just him trying to gloss over. That's him trying to dust shit in glitter and
Yeah.
Not shit as in the team and the club, but that's trying to dust his own shit, his own financial shit in glitter to make it look better. He owns a club. He can't be owed 100 million by his own business. It's done well like that.
He takes every penny that he can get, mate. And do you remember Connor Wickham?
Yeah.
Right. Well, we sold him to Sunderland, right? Again, another player that was picked by a Northern. I think I have a problem with Northern clubs, but again, another player that looked like was looking good and got picked by a half-assed Premier League club. And so, yeah, I mean, any transfer fees that we picked up all went into his pocket, every single one of them. We sold, we picked up the 1 year that Ipswich actually had a playoff push under McCarthy and under Marcus Evans was when we had McGoldrick and Martin Waghorn up front. We paid £1.8 million for Waghorn. Derby came in and offered us $7 million, and the next month he was gone. You know what I mean? So any player that's worth any money to Ipswich will just get sold, and will continue to fall.
That's a shame, really, because you sit there and languish because he doesn't want the good players to make the team better.
The thing is, I don't even think we're languishing. I think we're still in freefall, mate. I don't see an end in this yet. I genuinely think we will drop out of League One. Because, and I said this last week, who the fuck wants to become Ipswich Town manager?
No one.
Exactly.
Absolutely no one.
So you're going to get nobodies. And you never know, you might strike a gem and get lucky. But then what's going to happen to that gem of a manager or that gem of a player? Marcus Evans will cash in.
Fucking Cole U had two of them, didn't they? When we first went to the Western Owens Unity Stadium, we had Adi Boothroyd in charge.
Yeah.
And then he went, I think he went from us to the England under-21s or the England something.
Yeah.
And then that was a hard blow. Then we got Lambert. And honestly, Cole, you were playing football. I don't ever remember seeing at their own. We were so good. So good. See, I'm a Spurs fan, but I say Colchester as we because I've seen many more Cole U games than I've ever seen Spurs games.
Yeah, but that's the thing, isn't it? With like a lot of people have a Premier League club who they follow and love, but they follow a smaller club because it's cheaper to do that.
Yeah. I remember I was going to Cole U when it was like £10, £11 a game. If that, I think it was £8 a game, unless it was a big game, I was paying £11. But then that was partly my age as well, because I wasn't an adult as such.
A couple of years ago, right, Corey School would get Stevenage tickets regularly. 1 year we went about 9 times in a season. Free football, right, completely free. And we would go, right. One time I went with Corey, and the woman didn't believe that I had concessionary tickets. Like, she went, "These aren't real." I said, "Of course they're fucking real. Why would I have fake Stevenage Town tickets? Have a word with yourself." And she got over this steward, and in the meantime, right, she went to charge me for these Stevenage tickets, right? How much do you think an adult and a child cost me at Stevenage? Bearing in mind Stevenage were in League 2 at the time.
200 quid.
It's probably a lot more than it used to be. Probably about 30 quid.
My ticket cost me 20. She was going to charge me £21 for my ticket, and Corey would have got in for £1. League 2. And I said, "You're charging £21. Like, I haven't even got an allocated seat. I just walk in."
Me and Sophie went to a Tranmere game last season, and I think it only cost us like, I think it was 15 quid each, 14 quid each, and that's League 2.
Yeah. So, and I'm not being funny. I think that's £15 is acceptable price.
I was paying less than that for Championship football with Colchester.
Yeah.
I was paying less than that for League 1 football with Colchester at Western Homes. 1 second. Yeah? Oh yeah, no, it cost me 15 quid and Sophie a fiver because they thought she was a kid. I mean, she's literally the tallest woman in the world, but they thought...
pace of the ball and the players' feet.
Oh yeah, charged you under 18, so they charged their £5 and me 15 quid. But then I was paying £8, £9 to go and watch Colchester in the Championship, and then when I've been to see Tottenham, it's cost me 40 quid, 45 quid.
I went to again. I think I've told this before. I went to watch Ipswich with Corey, and one of my tyre accounts sent me tickets to an Ipswich game, right?
Yeah.
And it was an awful game. We were awful. I think we got beat 3-0. I think it was Nottingham Forest. We were absolute dog shit. The game was shit. Right? And I asked a steward what the price of the ticket was if I didn't pay for it. And he was like, what, in exactly the same spot? I said, yeah, £32, right? For one adult ticket. And I thought, so what are they doing? Are they doing it so that you pay over the odds for the adult ticket and then you get a quid ticket for a kid? That was my thinking. Oh no, Corey's ticket would have cost me £16. You tell me where the fun is in going to watch a club like.
It's an expensive hobby, mate. Oh, great finish, Ross. Really expensive hobby.
I've been to 2 games in the last couple of years. One was Ipswich and Preston with my mate, and our tickets cost us 30 quid each. And I went to Ipswich and I think it was Ipswich and Burton, right? And that was me, Lee and Corey. And that cost me... Yeah, but Grandad Gary was in his own seat. He didn't really come with us. So, and that cost us £85.
That's crazy. I can't remember how much it was the last Ipswich game I went to, because I think Karina paid for our tickets for Lee's birthday.
Ridiculous, man. That was just the price of the ticket. You think I then travelled on the train, that cost me 30 quid. You know what I mean? It's like, and then you sit there and you think you're treating this club like it's your cash cow.
Yeah.
And you're overpricing it. Like you don't give a shit that fans want to watch and fans want to pay.
Mate, I've almost got 100 comments on my stream at the moment.
Love it.
Got 100 what?
Comments.
Yeah. Are you streaming separately, Ross?
Yeah, obviously.
Oh, yeah. Well, why don't you send me a thing to your stream then? I'll...
He's on YouTube. Vanish VNSH_ghost.
Oh,
Could
have played that a lot better actually.
He has. He's got.
What?
You checked, didn't you? You thought I was chatting shit.
I've got your stream up on my TV, mate. On my laptop.
Brilliant, controllers dying, love that.
Not sufficiently accurate, that pass from Lucas. Ziyech. Super tackle and they've won.
How about we send some of your chat my way as well, Ross? Jesus. Over 100 comments in one stream, that's insane.
Why has he got that much comments? Does he just want to speak?
Someone's talking to him in his chat.
Yeah, mate.
Gabriel Martinelli is in the Arsenal player, yeah? It's definitely a bot. Quad Eyes on Facebook, get over, come say hello.
Don't even think about it, young man. Make sure you sub to be...
What? Or he's asked what team do we support, Ross? Awkward, seeing as he's Gabriel Martinelli, which is an Arsenal player.
What team
is he asking? Three people, all of us, or just
yeah,
yeah,
read
he probably can
my
do
comments
too,
because he won't let me. They won't come up on my phone anymore for some weird reason. So.
So you've got. I can't believe I'm doing this on my stream, but Gabriel Martinelli has asked you asked all of us, what team do you guys support?
Russ
Well,
doesn't really follow football.
I'm a Spurs fan,
I don't think.
Chris.
Well, this is
I,
worth
think, I,
another
think,
look
I
here.
didn't say he wasn't a
Totally
Spurs
moving
fan.
the
I just don't
defence.
think
He's
you're as a
really
bigger
evaded
Spurs
defenders
fan
and then
as.
through on goal. Do you go for placement or do you go for power?
I think Ashley
And there it
bleeds
is.
white.
He said
And it's a victory
Tottenham are
for
shy.
both sides. They're going to be happy with this result, Lee.
Coming from
Well,
Arsenal.
it was a very
It's rich.
assured performance, wasn't it?
I'm going to leave that because that is nothing to do with me. He's on yours, not mine.
So, who's his football team then?
Arsenal, by the look of it, because he's got Martinelli in an Arsenal shirt as his logo.
Well, Arsenal are the shittest fucking Premier League team at the moment. Barney.
Arsenal. Remember earlier we were talking about the teams that don't deserve Premier League status.
That's fucking one of them.
Let's not do that. Come on, let's not.
Is that
do
too far?
Do you know what? We didn't actually answer that question. So, who are the clubs that I think that don't deserve a Premier League spot and would be replaced by the clubs that do?
Oh yeah, that's a good way to put it, actually, Chris. Out of the 20 Premier League teams you've got at the moment, which ones do you think are not Premier League teams?
Arsenal.
And then
So you've got Newcastle first and foremost. I just don't like them. I don't think they've been a Premier League club for a long time. The calibre of players that they bring to the club are pig awful, and yet somehow, some way, they seem to survive. And then every now and again, that useless owner will plough some money in, and they'll have a good year, or maybe a good couple of years.
yeah, I think there's a few teams that are definitely punching well above their weight to be in the Premier League. Teams you read their name and you wouldn't think are Premier League teams. Brighton and Burnley are two of them.
I think
they're doing well nowadays, and they've
I think Burnley have earned their Premier League spot. So
Ben Bendenair in the pack.
I think Burnley have earned their Premier League spot. To be fair.
Yeah, to a degree, yeah, but you hear the name Burnley and it doesn't scream Premier League, does it?
So what? Yeah, but I get it. But why does Newcastle?
Because they've always been there or thereabouts. They went down for a brief period of time and then come back up. Only 2 seasons max they were down?
Okay, so who are the clubs that have gone up or come down and gone back up again and stayed up there? You've got West Ham, right? Now, let's not get into the West Ham, Tottenham, all that shit. It's not about that. West Ham have earned their spot, right? I think this is a flash in the pan. I think they're punching above their weight today, but they're a Premier League club. I think that they can attract big players. I just don't think Newcastle can.
No,
I don't
kind of agree.
I don't think they have the ability to do so. And that's. I mean, they went back and re-signed Andy Carroll. I think that says it all.
I'm going through. Sorry, just off subject. I've just seen the title of Ross's last couple of streams, and he's literally copying my titles. Weekend Warzone, Ross. That was mine.
Oi, listen, big man.
You calling him fat?
No. Even though he's in the Doritos, my son.
Who else? I think.
Why are you going through my channel, Ashley?
How do you know I'm going through your channel?
Because you literally just said it. You fucking idiot.
Oh yeah, that bit. Oh yeah. I had the page stood up and it come up with previous videos. And I thought, hang on, Weekend Warzone. I'm sure I've heard that somewhere before.
Don't think you have, mate.
Can't make your own titles up, so you're copying mine.
Oh, I can, but yours are just easy.
The initial 11 today for the hosts. Anderson gets the
I
nod
don't know
in
who
goal.
else to add to
Emerick
that.
Laporte starts
Think it's
alongside Toby Alderweireld
Newcastle.
in central defence. Sadio Mane starts with Lucas on the
I
flanks.
think you've got teams like Sheffield Wednesday, Coventry City that have got
In this case,
No,
the
they're
United up
clubs
front.
that should be Premier League
they've got big
teams.
history in the Premier League in the top divisions, and
Pogba.
but unfortunately, as years go by, you get more and more clubs that
Still could be
have their
dangerous.
heyday and sort of whittle away, don't they? It's
I don't think Coventry City ever had a heyday.
oh, I think that's a bit harsh.
Well, when you're playing against a player,
What
sometimes
they
you don't
haven't
look
they
at
haven't.
what he's
They're a
politicised, you could hold up
they're
the
a
player.
famous
That's a
club
bit
in.
harsh. They've won League One, and
Tells you he's a finisher, you know you're in big trouble.
It's like saying like Norwich have won the Milk Cup twice. Alright.
Oh, it's not.
I genuinely can't think of another club who really doesn't deserve their spot as much as Newcastle don't.
that's fair enough. That chat's over then.
I'm really trying to think hard. Even Brighton deserve their spot more than Newcastle do. Who's down there at the moment? Who's bottom of the league? Sheffield United?
No, I can't believe
Yeah.
it either. I've missed a few myself, but that was just wide. But
I mean, I don't rate Sheffield United. I think
I
they're
don't
punching
think
above their
they're.
weight.
I don't think they're good enough to be there. I think they were good enough to get
Oh,
there.
Rash,
They're not good
man.
enough to stay there.
Not bad.
I think it's clubs like Sheffield United that keep clubs like Newcastle in the Premiership.
Yeah, but then, what again? Why is that Newcastle's fault that the teams that come up aren't good enough to put them under pressure? That then says that they're good enough. They're Premier League level, and it's the teams that come up that have got to get better to stop them being Premier League level.
I hear ya. Yeah, I hear ya. But I can't get over the hatred for him.
here's the replay, and it's exactly what
Then fair enough.
go for the far post.
I don't think that will ever go.
Keeper, and then
I sit there and I think, who are the bottom three every year? And without fail, for me, Newcastle will be in the bottom three. And something will happen, and someone else will be down there. And I just think you're so lucky. You're so lucky that there are enough teams every year to keep you out of. It was like watching Southampton. Remember when Southampton were always down there?
Yeah.
And then there was just enough poor, worse off teams than Southampton to keep Southampton out of the Premier relegation. I think-
Yeah, but it's not always the case that they've kept out. Newcastle have gone down. What? They've gone down in the last 20 years. They've gone down
yeah,
twice.
they've gone down twice, right? So
And they spent a good couple of seasons the first time down. They didn't come back up straight away, did they?
no.
I don't
So
think.
they came up, and if I'm not mistaken, they came up with players like Andy Carroll. If I remember correctly, he was the
Yeah.
driving force behind their success in the Championship, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I
Right.
think you're right.
So then they
And
sold
they
him.
robbed Liverpool blind. Is it Liverpool?
Yeah.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, to be fair, Liverpool offered the money, mate, and they were like, "Oh yes, absolutely."
Was it £35 million for Andy Carroll?
35. It was like someone got Torres money, because that was what it was when Torres went to.
Back then, yeah. That's the equivalent of Maguire's 75 million now. And it weren't that long
Yeah.
ago, but the
So-
inflation in the last couple of seasons has gone crazy.
So they got promoted under Andy Carroll and all of his, success.
Fernando Torres has just scored against us, as you said that.
Awesome. And then they sold him. Then he divvied around for a couple of years. I don't even know. He went to Liverpool, didn't he? And then where did he go after that? West Ham?
West Ham.
And then back to Newcastle. Like,
Yeah, I think
it's
so.
like, is there a worse player in the Premier League than Andy
It's
Carroll?
like when Liverpool signed Ricky Lambert. It was. I don't know what the thing was around that time, because that wasn't too dissimilar time to the Andy Carroll signing. If
No,
not
you're
just
right, it
after.
wasn't. It wasn't. You're right. But I sit and think, like... So,
But then they're in a position like Tottenham are now. It's difficult to sign a striker that's going to. It's difficult to sign a striker that's going to be quality, that's going to be happy playing second fiddle to Torres or Suarez. like we are with Kane. Like, it's hard for us to get another striker because no one's going to want to sit there because they know they're not going to get in the team. No one wants that. They want to play football week in, week out. Unless
Richard
you're just
Wright.
there for the money. Yeah, but then Richard Wright was at the age where it didn't really matter playing week in, week out. He was past his prime, as harsh as that sounds. He was past his prime. He's come to...
Fuck me, mate. He was past his retirement. Never mind past his prime. I love Richard Wright. Don't get me like I'm a fan, but that boy was so far past his prime. He should have been old people home fodder.
He comes in the retirement of the year team pack.
Sure, for sure. He has got to be one of the luckiest people on the planet.
But like, I know, yeah, but he was at an age where sitting second fiddle was probably better for him because he wouldn't injure himself. But
to be fair, he weren't even second fiddle, was he? He probably wasn't even fourth. Probably wasn't even like he was probably fourth choice.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, who was there at the time?
Who did they have in goal?
Joe
Or
Hart
Edison?
at the time?
Joe Hart, yeah.
Joe Hart, you know, he's kind of fallen away over the last couple of years. But
Yeah, but he's now at the point Richard Wright was at. When you think Richard Wright was at Arsenal, he was still pretty good. Like, he wasn't a bad keeper to have. Even as a second fiddle, he was a good backup. Not just there to fill the numbers.
That's where he went wrong. He should have gone to a club where he was going to be put as first choice. Not in a year's time, straight off the bat.
I think Joe Hart was a quality signing for Tottenham. I think he's one of the smartest bit of business we've done in a long time.
Did you pay any money for him?
No, he wasn't. He'd been released by Torino, hadn't he? He'd been released by Torino, so we got him on a free Premier League winner who's going to play. Who's just happy to play third keeper because Gazaniga's our backup outright. Really, I mean, since Mourinho's had a few more games and worked out who he wants.
Yeah, but someone like Joe Hart has earned his.
He's earned his badges and his stripes.
He's earned his stripes. So his place in English goalkeeper history, because you got to think England goalkeepers are always going to be.
I mean, we have the only good English keeper about the moment. There's two actually. I say only two English keepers at the moment. I think are worth even.
You better say Nick Pope, because if you don't, you're a prick.
Hear me out. Only two keepers at the moment that I think are worth their salt in an English shirt.
Ashman.
Is Nick Pope
and Dean
Henderson.
Thank you.
I think Jordan Pickford's right. I didn't even say that wrong. Jordan Pickford is pig awful. I think he is the most overrated keeper for England that has been in a long time. I don't even know how he's England number one. To be fair, my hatred for him is about as high as yours is for Newcastle, so he can rot there for all I care.
I don't even know why I hate them.
I don't know. I just don't rate Pickford. I think he's so unreliable. I would rather Robert Green now between the sticks than Jordan Pickford. That's a bold statement.
Everyone talks about Robert Green as like a great keeper, like for Norwich as well. I'll tell you who the better goalkeeper was, mate, and that was Andy Marshall. He was class.
Marshall was quality. Was it John Ruddy, the Norwich keeper?
He was never Norwich keeper, was he? He was Norwich. He was on loan. He was never Norwich's keeper.
Was he not?
Chelsea.
Yeah, he had a whacking set of hands behind him. He had some monster claws. Like, he could pick a ball out that was free from behind him and break it out.
Brian Gunn's son. He played for
yeah.
as well. Another good guy.
Brian Gunn. What a legend. He ended up managing for a little while, didn't he?
Yeah, but I can't think of his... I think his name's Declan Gunn or something like that. I'll have to look
Declan Gunn sounds about right, yeah.
And I'll tell you what, he was in goal for Norwich the night I watched them play Arsenal in the League Cup. And mate, he kept it down from being a cricket score. They They should have. They
Go on,
should
Michael.
have won.
Run.
They should have won 10, 8-0. It was ridiculous.
Jesus.
And he kept them in the game. It was only because they ran out of steam. Arsenal was so fucking boring to watch. It's ridiculous. And
But yeah,
they,
I think I honestly, it's a crime how Pickford still gets England number. Oh, what a header, Ross! How Pickford's
Mate,
England number
I'm
one.
lagging. I'm still playing decent.
Well, here's the replay, Derek.
Pope is
Ball into the box.
Clark.
And then the finish couldn't be simpler.
leaps and bounds better than Pickford.
With time and space inside the box, and he doesn't even have to get up in the end. Just nonchalantly heads it past the keeper.
You're right, Chris. That is struggling. You only got an hour and 15 minutes, 49 seconds to go. 48.
I'm finishing this match and then I'm opening my 2583 rated player pack.
Nice. I got my fingers crossed for you, mate. I hope you packed something decent.
He's already packed the Bamiyang.
I'm tempted. If
Me
you
too.
finish a match, I'll tell you what. If you finish your match, I'll allow you to open it on the screen. There you go.
I mean, if there's no one watching, it's probably not worth it, but
Which there
it
isn't.
will be in the video, I suppose.
Yeah, man.
There isn't because you were the only one just a second ago, weren't you?
No.
I had one a second ago.
No. Mum.
And I'm never ever going to waste my matches on the icon swaps again. I'm going to play these matches where I need.
Just going to play your team of the week every time, isn't you? So it don't cost you matches.
That or just play my 40 matches with my best team, and then when I need to do an icon swap, because I've just played 3 squad battles and got 3 icon swap cards or points, whatever you want to call them. I don't know what the weekend league is, so I can't do that.
It's Champions League. Champions. It's fuck Champions.
Oh, the
The
foot
hosts
champion.
are struggling in terms of possession.
I don't think I'm going to do it this week. I think the week after I'm going to go for top 200.
It's really working for this team.
I'm going to
And
push for the top 200.
I said to Ross today, actually, the week that you guys decide you are going to push to,
I need to
think
do that on my own, though. I think.
I don't know. I mean, between the like, I get it. I get why you want to do it on your own. That way, it's all on you. It's your fault if you don't. Blah blah blah. But I mean, we play well together, but then we can be as equally as shit as we can be good.
Yeah.
Me and Ross played 5 games today. I think we lost 3. Ross, was it?
Yeah.
And I was thinking about it. I think the 3 that we lost were the 3 with my team, and I think the way you play with your team didn't work when you were playing with mine.
Hmm.
Oh, sorry, Ross. That was meant to be to Robertson, and that's Newcastle. That.
What shit?
Mm.
Mate, you've made a few
I'm
calls
gonna,
this game that have been
I'm
questionable.
going to play for that honourable mentions card tomorrow. I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, mate.
It's last year's card, isn't it?
87 last year. I doubt it.
Yeah. I earned the squad battle card for it. It's the same card as last year. Which is why I'm saying it's a crime that he's not got Team of the Year this year. Been Aston Villa's best player by an absolute country
Mate,
mile.
watch out for that challenge, because I went on there, mate. I had to leave every game. I was getting smashed.
Oh, Grealish got an 87 Team of the Year card last year.
No, Alisson, to be fair. But towards the end of the game, they'll just release SBCs for an absurd amount of money that you can do.
Really tight affair that was.
And it wasn't difficult to rack up 80 Team of the Year cards because they'll disappear come sort of February.
Right,
Which
Ash,
is tomorrow.
Ash, could you end the
End of February then.
squad thing, mate?
Fuck, it's February.
See how many games I got.
See, last
I
year
got
as well,
32.
who's the
That
Chelsea
makes
winger?
sense.
Same position as Grealish. Who's the Chelsea guy? The American.
Pulisic.
He
Oh,
got one
mate,
last
yeah,
year
it's
as
so
well.
fucking good in this house.
His was only an 86 rated though, but his
Right,
was
chat.
like,
I've got to Elite 2. My net's falling. So, ciao for now.